How is everybody doing this fine evening? How is everybody's weekend going? We actually just got home from Epcot because the Food and Wine Festival is going on. What else do we do? We went to a sushi place for dinner. It's been pretty chill day. It's been raining a lot today. It rained a lot yesterday too, so I didn't get any videos done. I thought I was going to have some done this weekend. So hopefully tomorrow will be dry because I want to actually apply the Grillo's Garage the poly whatever on my wife's minivan, so that way I can get that video finally done for you guys. I've got a lot of things coming up for you guys, but I just need a couple dry days to actually get it done at. But it's been one of those fun weekends here, and I hope everybody's having a great Labor Day weekend. I don't have to work tomorrow. She doesn't have to work tomorrow. It's going to be a really nice short 4-day week. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So hopefully tomorrow we get a nice sunny blue skies day, and I can actually get some videos out for you guys. So hope everybody is having a great time. It's been a great time all around. So how's everybody doing? I see y'all there. Hey, what's going on, Omar? What's going on, Aaron? What's going on, Marcel? With Frankie, Omar. What's up, Ranger? Been a little bit. Venom, how you doing, bud? What's up, John? How you guys doing this fine evening? Yeah, Serge. Yeah, dude, Serge. Well, Serge has been back. You could get it in like Racetrack, 7-Eleven, stuff like that. But now I guess they're selling it now again at Burger King. So that's really cool, So I'm actually stoked about that. I'm actually trying to find Dr. Pepper throwback. If you guys have it where you are, we don't have it here. I've contacted them. They said they have it at the stores. I go to my local stores where they say they have it, and it's not there on the shelves. But I did find it when I was in Illinois a couple weeks ago, and they had it on their shelves. And I'm like, why the hell do we not get that stuff down there, but they get it up here? So it's just kind of like, oh, that sucks. Nathan's here. He's hanging with me. I bought him a couple cars last night, so all he wants to do is play cars now. You know how it is. Us guys are like straight up car guys, and he will not stop, so he might be going nuts. I'll just let you know that. Nathan, we're doing something here, buddy. Yeah, he's trying to turn the chair. You see him? He's actually trying to turn the chair on me. Shotgun the search. We just got back from having sushi and hibachi, so I'm really kind of full right now. I'm just going to be sipping on this drink. Last night we stayed up till probably like 6 a.m. It was nuts, dude. I was like, we've got to go to bed, buddy. So that's what's been going on. What about the Mountain Dew USA thing? That only came out last summer. So it's only out like in like the Christmas. They had a Christmas surge, and they had a Christmas Mountain Dew. They had different, the Game Fuel one always comes out every like around October. So that should be hitting the shelves here in the next couple of weeks. A lot of different ones will be coming out. They got Pepsi Throwback. Yes, Pepsi Throwback I can get all day long. I can get all the Pepsi Throwback. I can't. Now, Pepsi doesn't make the vanilla Throwback or the cherry Throwback. That was only like a 1-year thing, and I bought it when I could. But the Dr. Pepper, I guess only certain parts of the country are getting it, just like Surge, only certain parts of the country are getting Surge. Here in Florida, it's easy to get Surge. No big deal. Just go to the Racetrack. These things are like $1 for these big old cans, something like that, like $1.50 or something. So you buy like a ton of them at a time, you're good to go. Love Surge. It's great stuff. You know what I mean? Hey, how you doing, man? What's going on? Hey, they got something. Hibachi, got back from vacation ritual. Dude, my stomach is so full right now. It's ridiculous, dude. I am like, bleh. I had so much big old stuff of it. I love hibachi stuff. Okay, please have a shout out. Of course you can. GoPro Vlogs. Of course you can. What's up, Jay? How you doing, bud? What's Surge? Okay, so Surge is here, I'll say it. It's a citrus flavored soda that's made by Coca-Cola, but it has a crap load of caffeine in it. Basically, it was kind of one of the first energy drinks there were before there was technically energy drink. It has ridiculous amounts of caffeine in it. It's meant to really give you lots of energy and keep you awake. It's before you had like the Red Bulls come over from Europe and stuff like that. That's when everything really changed. So basically, that's the way it is. No, it tastes for sure, dude. It tastes a lot like hold on. Best thing. It tastes like a lime orange kind of flavor. It definitely a citrus flavor to it, but again, a lot of caffeine. It will definitely keep you pumped all night long. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the color of this. It literally is the color of the JDM car scent. It literally is that green color. That's what it is. So it's pretty crazy. Maybe I'm just drinking JDM and I'm a JDM fanboy. I don't know. We'll see. Burger King, yes, you're right about that, Ivor. They definitely have it, but you can still get them in the cans. You've been able to get them in the cans for a long time here in Florida. That's never really been the problem. Today is sponsored by Surge. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. They can send me a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, to let you guys know, you guys know 3D Car Care and stuff like that when I did HD Speed. Remember when I did this one from 3D Car Care? Well, they contacted me, and they are sending me one of their brand new products that are just out for it's just out for testing, and they're just going to be announcing it. And they contacted me about 2 weeks ago and said, hey, would you be interested? Write us back if you'd be interested in testing out one of our new all-in-one products. And I wrote it back. I was like, sure, that's fine. You know, send me a banner. I'd love to have a banner from you guys, that kind of stuff. And they said, okay, well, we're trying to get a bunch of lists. Well, they contacted me, it was like Thursday, and said, hey, we are sending them all out. Can I please have your address? We'll be shipping it out tomorrow. So sometime this week, I'll be getting in a brand new product that's brand new for testing. It's going to be going on the shelves here. Then I guess right now they're just sending it out to all the YouTubers and stuff like that who want to do it. And of course, I'm always willing to try out new stuff. You guys know me. I spend way too much money on products. So it's really cool that yet another company has jumped on board and they're sending new products to have fun and test out. So, and obviously, you know, HD Speed is a pretty high-end brand. You know, they do some really good stuff with 3D over there. So I was like, sure, why not? You know, I love hearing it. And they said they're going to send me a banner. Of course, because I asked for a banner in my garage. I said, can I please have a banner? I don't care if it's a used banner. It's on your wall. Just can I have the banner so I can put it on my wall? And they're like, yeah, we'll get you a banner. I'm like, cool. You know, because some of these YouTubers I found out, they literally charge you. The big boy YouTubers, you know, the million subscribers, they demand that you'll pay them like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 for each product that they test out. It's really is nuts. What's my son giving me? These water things. So basically, this little paintbrush thing, you fill it with water, and then you just go back and forth like this, and you see how it turns the colors. We bought him a bunch of these off Amazon, and he absolutely loves it. You see how it changes the colors and stuff. So it's only water in here, and it's just, you know, the water reacts to the little book, so it gives you a little bit of color, but he absolutely loves them. Here, why are you yawning for? You just got done sleeping through dinner. You shouldn't be tired. You should be wide awake. Dude, he slept. I was telling you, we were awake till 6 o'clock this morning, and then he slept till like 3 o'clock today. He was just, I was like, dude, really? Food, dude, I was so hungry. I hadn't had anything today, so I was like, you know what? I want hibachi, because hibachi, you know, is a big old massive plate, rice, and all the meats and stuff, and I was like, I've got to have it. So it's really cool. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you speaking? No, Daddy's on here. Daddy's working right now. We'll play cards later. Look at that face. Look at that face. That pissed off face. Nobody cares for me. Nobody pays any attention to me. I'm a snowflake generation. That's pretty funny. How's the baby GTR? The GTR is doing fine. It just sits in the garage. Literally, probably the last 3 weeks, I've got rain almost every day. The car's been cleaned. So you guys remember when I did the review of the Dalton sent it to me. Oh my God. Why am I not thinking? It's the 3M, like whatever it was called. That was the last time I actually drove the car. It has not been driven in 3 weeks. It just sits in the garage. It doesn't move at all. Tomorrow, I'm supposedly hooking up with, I guess it's the Florida head of the Civic Type R group and Facebook group. He happens to live here in Kissimmee while he lives in Celebration. He said, why don't we come over here and you can meet up with me tomorrow, and I'll take you for a ride in the Civic Type R and see if you're actually interested in it. Because you know how it is. It's like a GTR. You can't go to Honda and ask to test drive the Type R. They won't let you do it. So he's like, dude, why don't you come on over? And I'm like, all right. So we're going to possibly going over there because, again, the GTR is going to be paid off within about a year from now. So I'll be looking at a 4-door. My wife is now starting to possibly talk about maybe the end of next year sometime having a second child. So then that would definitely need the 4-door. So I'm really hustling to, you know, get rid of the GTR payments so that way I can buy another one. And right now, like I said, I'm probably going to get the Type R. So I contacted them, and the guy's like, oh, I live in Celebration. He's like, we can meet up sometime. So I think that's what we're probably going to do. How do you think it's going to perform? Well, if it performs anything like HD Speed does, I will be very happy. I might actually test it on the GTR, to tell you the truth, guys. I think I might test their brand new. It's like an all-in-one. I don't know what it is. I just know it's one of their brand new products. If you see it on their Instagram, they always haze everything out. But that is the new product they're sending out to everybody for just review, you know. And they told me I could put whatever I wanted, of course. So if I like it, whether I don't like it, what I would like to see changed, that's all they really want. They don't expect you to like give them only an A+ review. They want to have a truthful review. And they said, I don't care if you like it, you don't like it, just let us know what you'd like to change if you don't like it and what you do like about it. And that's all they ever asked for. And I'm like, cool, thumbs up. And you remember, I just want a banner, you know, those $20, $30 banners, where some of these big YouTubers, I want $20,000, $30,000 to make a video review for you because basically it's a free commercial. And I'm just not like that. I don't care. We're out to have fun and, you know, enjoy the channel. What's up, Antony? How you doing, man? What? Go to mommy. Go to mommy. Go to mommy. Mommy will change you if you need a diaper. Mommy will change you. Thoughts on exhaust cutouts on trucks? I don't know. I don't really know, man. Jonathan, how you doing, buddy? I appreciate you guys liking the video so much. I really do it, man. I mean, I do this for a lot of fun. You guys know that. If I'm not having fun at it, I just won't do it. Sometimes you just get like, you don't want to get out there and actually wash the cars and stuff like that. And sometimes I'm just like, oh, I've got to get out there and make videos for you guys. But then after I make it, I feel better because one, the car is obviously clean, so it's going to look really good. But two, I enjoy the feedback. I think the feedback helped boost me up to push me to really get out there and make these videos for you guys. Even if sometimes I'm just like, God, I'm so tired, and I get up maybe like 6 hours of sleep. And I know a lot of you guys are like, 6 hours is nothing, but for me, I like to sleep in. So getting up 6 hours of sleep, I'm like, I got to get out there and make videos, because I work nights. So I try and get out there and get them done. And so it really does help, and it really does appreciate when I see all the comments. They're like, hey, could keep it up. It's really cool. Is it still raining? Yeah, dude, it was raining. If you saw my Instagram today, you'll actually see we went into one of the Epcot rides, and we came back out, and the whole, the ground was all wet, and our stroller was all wet. But I actually use a 303 fabric protectant all over the stroller, and it kind of beads up like wax. It's the coolest stuff in the world. So I put that picture, and then 303 again shared the picture themselves. It's pretty cool. Are you ready? What's up? Are you ready? How you doing, man? It's been raining a couple weeks here in St. Joe, Missouri. A couple weeks. Yeah, dude, it's nuts, dude. All it does is rain. That's why I haven't moved the GTR. I'm like, it's clean. I don't really want to move it, so I just haven't touched it. Is it that tropical depression? I don't know, Leonardo. I mean, to me, to a Floridian, here's a Floridian. When we see a hurricane, if it's like a Category 1 or 2 hurricane, we're like, I don't think most Floridians care that much about hurricanes. Now we worry more about gas, electricity, and stuff like that. That's the biggest things you're going to see a rush on. But for most Floridians, like a tropical storm is like, so it's a heavy thunderstorm. Whoop-de-doo. That's the way Floridians think. When I think of Category 1 hurricane, they're kind of the same way. They're like, what? They're minor damage during a hurricane of Category 1. It's not crazy. It's when you start getting into like Category 3, 4, and 5 is when you just start to see really like wrecking ball come through and really tear up shit. So for most Floridians, I guess you just don't really care about the small minor hurricanes or tropical storms or depressions. That's just a big rainstorm in the end. You know what I mean? It was just some like 60, 70 mile an hour wind gusts. Because it's not like when the wind hits, I've been through hurricanes. It's not like the wind for the most part is constantly like pushing 75, 80 miles an hour. It'll be gusting up to that. And that's what they're registering as a sustained gust. And then it goes back down again. So you back down like, 50, 60 mile an hour. Then it gusts back up to 80 miles an hour and then it drops back down. So it's kind of the way it works. It has nice shoes. Hello, are you doing pretty good, man? Doing pretty good, Pooh. What wax you think will look better for Civil Car? Fuso soft coat will definitely last you a lot longer. I did get your messages. I was at Epcot this evening, so that's why I didn't get to respond to you, but I did see your messages. Fuso soft coat is going to last you far longer than Meguiar's. Don't get me wrong, Meguiar's Ultimate will last you probably about 5 solid months before it really starts fading, but Fuso is probably going to last you somewhere around 10 months before it starts fading. So you get twice the protection. I would rather see twice protection versus having to re-wax the entire car. You guys know what I mean? What's up, Rob? How you doing, boss? Funny story last week, 2 cars were tailgating me on the highway at least 90 miles per hour. Let the past few minutes later up. No, that's so stupid, man. I tell you guys all the time, run the Waze app. Run the Waze app. Run the Waze app, okay? They were out there today on a road called Osceola Parkway, right before you go over I-4 and into Disney World. It's called Osceola Parkway. They were showing on the Waze app that the police were reported ahead, and you get the little notification the police reported ahead. And sure enough, that the county sheriff was sitting there backed up to the tree line like this, so he's catching people as they were going by. They couldn't see him, and he was hitting them, and then he would pull out and get them. I mean, they were out there today. So, but then again, I knew way before my radar detector even had a chance to warn me. I knew on the mini map 6 miles ahead that, yeah, there's cops reported ahead. So I was ready. It's free. It's a free app. It still blows my mind that so many people don't understand that. And it's the way to go. Best cop gets in the highway and it's chase after him. Yep. I've been there too, Panda, where you have it cops. I remember I was in Kentucky. I was probably doing like 80-something miles an hour. And I want to say Kentucky, at the time, they've raised speed limits now to 70, but I think at the time it was like 65 in Kentucky. Maybe it was 70 already. But I was going to see my dad or whatever, and I was doing like 82, 83. Well, my radar detector started beeping off. We were going up over a hill like this, and it started going off. So I immediately slammed on the brakes and like forced myself in between these 2 cars like this. We just crested the hill after I forced myself in. The cars that were behind me kept going at like 82. Boom, the state trooper was sitting right at the top of the hill, man. They all were getting nailed. And I was just like, whoa, because I was leading the pack. I was doing the 85 miles an hour. I was completely leading the pack, and my radar went off. So I literally slammed on the brakes, forced myself between these 2 cars. They had to brake, and they had to let me in. And the other cars just kept on hauling ass. And they went right over the crest of the hills where the state troopers were, and they got busted. And I just zipped right on by. The cops came right on by me and pulled them over. And I was like, you idiots. If somebody's slamming on the brakes in front of you after you're doing that fast, there's probably a cop ahead and you don't have a detector, so you're an idiot. This was way before, you know, Waze and all that stuff, but it was crazy, man. I have a gas per hour washer. Is it Matt to see foam can? Yeah, you'll be totally fine around. All you got to do is get a good foam can. So, Nathan, go bug mommy, not me right now. Not me. Go bug mommy. He's gonna blow up on us. Hey, Chad, I was in Connecticut today in the parking lot. There was lecture on road. Yeah, they're rare. They're definitely rare. I saw 1 or 2 pop up recently for sale. They're asking like $4,000 and $5,000 for them, but you know, I don't really want to. Like the one guy that worked on my Prelude, he's like, you know that there's nothing wrong with your Prelude, absolutely, besides the rust. He's like, all you got to do right now is just cut out the rust and repaint it, and it's perfectly conditioned car. There's nothing wrong with this. I fixed everything that was I saw any issues with. He's like, I fixed every little thing on there. He's like, your car's in mint condition under the hood. He said, so there's no reason for you to go out and buy another car that God knows only knows how many problems are with it. When everything on your car works, you just can cut out the rust and repaint it. You have a solid running car. So he's like, don't waste your money on buying another one when, you know, a couple $1,000, $3,000 is going to completely cut out the rust and have it mint condition again, painted. So he said, don't spend $4,000 or $5,000 on another Prelude when you don't know if there's 5 or 6 different minor issues already starting to happen with that car. So, you know, then again, like the very next week is when the ball joint socket fell out. And then the week after, or 2 weeks after that, I had to put a new battery in the Prelude. So, I mean, just wear and tear items that happen on the Prelude, just the way it goes. DUI checkpoints, and I got clipped with 2 zips. Okay. Tell the baby GTR we love. Hi. Yeah, GTR has been great, man. I'm busting my tail now. Just have that thing completely paid off. I think, let's say I go to, not tomorrow, I go Monday or Tuesday, I guess, to go make my direct payment on the GTR. That will put me down to $19,000 and change left as it. I mean, it's nuts how fast I paid off that car. It's just crazy. But then again, and not having a payment, really, you can just stack a lot of money and buy a lot of crap. And I don't know if I want to get into another payment. That's why the Civic Type R is kind of tempting for me. And, you know, $34,000, you put down $5,000. Let's say your payments are only $400 something a month. That's nothing. You want popcorn? What? What? I thought you already have popcorn on the table. You already have popcorn. Jeez, fat boy. It's going to turn into a fat boy, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, Frankie. We're having fun here. I need to go brush and clean spokes. What I use, John, if you guys see all the time, it's a Daytona speed brush. Many companies have since almost copied that. So it's like they're bendable brushes. They're really easy to use. They're very soft bristles. What the heck did I just hit? My son is putting all the stuff underneath my stuff. Here, have a popcorn. He pulls out all this stuff that's on the ground is all from him. He pulls it all out, throws it everywhere, and I have it cleaned up, straightened up. 2 days later, or a day later, all this crap is all over the floor again. He literally cannot stop trashing up my place. There. You want some more? You're gonna get fat. Nobody's gonna like you. Girls aren't gonna like fat guys. I'm not gonna like you anymore. There. There's really no popcorn left anyways. Car was sold 2 weeks ago on Friday night. Damn, that sucks, man. I hope you have really good insurance on that one, CJ. Like literally, I didn't even leave Merino Performance Auto before it was done. Hey, can you turn it off, please? Can you turn off the sound? Just turn it off. Good boy. Yeah, I didn't even leave Merino Performance Auto where I bought my GTR down there until I'd already put the insurance policy on my car because I was so worried, you know, something might happen to it and I needed to cover my ass while I was out there. And that's basically what I did. I saw 2001 Prelude for sale, 4,500, 120,000 miles. Looked nice, but the owner still have too much. You can easily take all aftermarket stuff off. One thing I would recommend if you were ever to buy anything like used, had aftermarket stuff, which these guys should be doing, just put stock parts back on it and, you know, sell those parts. That's what I did. I did a lot of that stuff. Even when I sold my 370Z, I still had a lot of just basic stock stuff, and I sold it, and I actually made a couple $100 more. I had the stock wheels. I think I sold them for like $600 or $650. I sold stock 370Z wheels for because they were still in good shape. In the raised box, I think I sold the catalytic converters. I sold part of the exhaust. Like I just sold a lot of stuff. There's nothing left. It's all gone, Nathan. It's all gone. I'm sorry. All gone. He wants more popcorn. There's nothing left. So might even have to go downstairs and pop them soon. What's up, AJ? How you doing? What's up, Dalton? We were talking about you earlier. Living in a house from you. Okay. Yeah. That's not far away. Yep. I just don't ever take the GTR out too much, man. But if you ever see me, make sure you stay out there and say what's up to me. What's up, Iron? How you doing, boss? We're getting there a little bit at a time, GoPro vlogs. No problem. I mean, just do a little bit at a time. I mean, you can't expect overnight to be out there and go crazy. Guys, I got to tell you a story of what happened yesterday. So on Instagram, I have my own Instagram, as you guys know, and I posted up this a video from Epcot. And there was some boy band at Epcot yesterday. I don't know. They all look like they're like 15 years old, right? So I posted it up, and on my Instagram, like, who are these kids? They're like, they're funny. I said, they look like they're 14, 15-year-old kids. I'm like, who are these people? I've never heard of them. And they're up on stage dancing. We just happen to be walking around. Oh my God, if not the teenage drama queens, just, I obviously found it on Instagram, and they just went off. I mean, these people went off on me. Like, we're talking probably 50 comments within an hour about just dogging me about who they are, and you just nobody, and you're stupid, making fun of them. I was like, oh my God, the snowflakes and the drama queens thing. It was just nuts. I finally got so sick of all the comments because my phone wouldn't shut up. I just deleted the video. I was like, whatever. And then you start getting private messages. I'm like, you people are fucking psycho. It was crazy. I'd never even heard of this group. It's, I guess, some ABC like reality show garbage. And you guys know I hate reality shows. I hate reality shows. It's completely ruined TV. And just some boy band. And I was like, what the hell is this crap? And I was just shocked at all these little fangirls. They're like 12-year-old girls screaming for these guys. I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? Never heard of them. And it was hilarious, man. I thought it was so funny. Like, I looked down all these comments and I was just tripping balls. I was like, oh my God, now it's just spamming my box so much that I finally deleted the video off my Instagram because I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, I want to just enjoy the day, not have a million notifications. But I thought it was so funny. I was like, oh my God. Like, all these people are like, don't make fun of my man and all this stuff. I'm like, oh my God, who the hell are you people? It was great. It was pretty crazy. Just use McGuire's Ultimate on my car. Okay, it's a solid product. I used to put it on my wife's cars all the time. It lasted about 5 to 6 months before I always had to re-wax. Not bad. What were you talking about? We're talking about a boy. There's a boy brand group at Disney. Come to find out, it was an ABC boy band thing. I don't know. And making a singing group. But then again, I totally forgot Disney owns ABC. So it made sense, like, oh, they're trying to promote their own group, make money off them and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, but because I was like, I've never heard of them. I never heard of them or songs on the radio and all that stuff. So I was putting it on there, and I was like, they just look like a bunch of 12-year-olds jumping around out there. Oh my God, the teenage drama queens came on. It was, like I said, it was so funny. I was laughing so hard. I was like, Jesus. But by the time the night was over, I'm like, Jesus, I can't handle these comments anymore. I'm just getting so over them. So I just deleted the video just to, end the drama, because I was just laughing my ass off at it. It was pretty funny. Do I have any sponsorships? Nobody sponsors me, King. A lot of companies send me products. Like 3D is now going to send me one of their brand new products for me to try out. But nobody pays me to do anything. You know what I mean? It's not like they're saying, hey, Chad, would you try out this product here? And would you be willing to try it out? And here, we'll give you some money for it if you do it. Nobody does that. The only thing I ever ask for is either discounts for my subscribers, or and I like a banner. I like the wall banners. That's all I ever ask from them. I don't ask for any money. I don't go out there and say, guys, I'll review this for you, but I want $1,000 or $2,000 check in my bank account before I give you the review online. So I think a lot of these companies told me it's so much easier working with me than some of these other ones, because some of these people they significantly want money and like big checks for them to watch it, because they're saying, look, I'm giving you free advertisement here on my channel. So essentially you have a free commercial. Instead of you paying how much money for a commercial on TV, I'll do it for you, but I want that payment instead. I'm essentially your ad agency, and that's what they want. So it's pretty crazy. Oh, no, we were talking, Dalton, about that you sent the 3M stuff earlier, the new shine. What's up, Scott? How you doing, man? How you doing, Martha? It's been a while. Martha's changed cars again. Martha is rich. So Martha had like a blue car back in the day. I think she had another car too. Martha's balling those, Martha would always donate. So I know she's got all this money to buy these fancy cars, these fast cars. Did you ever get any applied ceramic coating? No, I didn't, Leonardo. I just need an entire weekend where it's not raining, where I can do proper stuff. I just haven't done anything. This whole weekend has been kind of just hanging with the family kind of thing, because most of the time we just don't have a lot of time that much anymore. It's so hard, and I can't do it during the day with him. And it's just, he's up in your face all day long. As you see, he's always pulling on my arm. He always wants to play. He always wants to do something else. And I just don't have time to sit down and knock it out right now. When this range dries, I'm going to apply that. Dude, I'm telling you, it's really good, Boswell. It's really good. It's really easy to apply, easy to wipe off. No, like busting your tail to get it in there. Like, oh, there's none of that. It's super simple. You're really going to like it a lot. Do you know what I mean? So you'll have fun. Do you ever get it? You have a great channel. Subscribe. Good works. Thanks a lot, Marcel. What I do, I work for the shipping company. I've been there since I was 17 years old. I'm an old man now. I have gray hairs in the side of my head. Now I'm getting old. Would you rather go to Universal or Disney World? I don't know, Scott. Sometimes I like the roller coasters at Universal, but they got rid of their Dueling Dragons roller coaster, which kind of made me mad. And now it's going to be some little tiny Harry Potter type roller coaster, a little tiny one though, not a big one like Dueling Dragons. That kind of made me upset. But Universal anymore is just so ridiculous trying to get on their rides. Like they push you through a metal detector now. Every single roller coaster ride or anything, you have to go through a damn metal detector, which is so stupid now. Because what people were doing is, like on Dueling Dragons, they take Dueling Dragons back in the day. What it would do is you had two different tracks, and they'd go up, and then about halfway through the ride, they'd come directly at each other, and then go like this, right, and do a circle and do a flip away from each other. Well, kids and teenage dipshits were doing this stuff back in the day. They were taking coins and change and whatever they had with them, and as soon as they came at each other, they would then throw it, because then you're essentially like rocketing that coin or whatever at the other riders and hit them. Well, one of them actually threw one, and it went down by the entrance. It hit a guy in the eye, and he lost his sight. I mean, Universal had to pay millions of dollars in lawsuit settlement. So now every one of their rides that are anything to do with like kind of roller coasters or whatever, like that kind of stuff, you all have to dump out your wallet, take out everything out of your pockets. They give you free lockers for like whatever, 30, 40 minutes, something like that. It's a free locker. It's a pain in the ass. I mean, you have to go through metal detector and all this stuff, and it's stupid anymore. But you know, I like the fun roller coasters. Usually their lines are much shorter than Disney. Disney lines will be ridiculously long, where Universal usually is a lot shorter. So that's usually the way to go sometimes. But, you know, Disney, he can do more stuff at Disney. Where Universal, the same type of ride, like let's say like a Dumbo ride that, you know, just goes around in a circle, he can't do it. Oh, he has to be like 42 inches. And you're like, what? He was doing that as a baby at Disney World, a baby, where he was just kind of like sitting there next to us like a little, you know, 8-month-old kid going around in circles on the Dumbo ride. And over there, they're like, no, he has to be like 36 inches or whatever. And we're like, what? So he can't do much at Universal, which kind of sucks. That's the only thing. Just bought an 0206 Friday night. Paints are very good, but I'd like to know if there's a certain process for the first wash. Decided to use limited car. Oh, dude, limitless car care is amazing, dude. The limitless car care has great deals, by the way, guys. All the big detailing companies online, they all have massive discounts. Mastersons, Limitless, Wax Gods, Auto Geek, Chemical Guys. Every one of the big online channel, actually companies right now. This is a great time to go ahead and pick it up. I've seen so many great sales right now. They'll just have, you know, just a flat rate, or they'll have like 30% off or 25% off. These are the times you want to buy right now, because our shipping will be free shipping, or it'll only be like a couple dollars shipping. Honestly, if you just bought the car, wash it, then clay bar it. If nothing else, just wash it and clay bar it. And if you're just going to throw on wax afterwards or whatever, fine. If you really want to make sure it's amazing, then of course you would go to something like a polish or a compound. But that's about it. So this is what my son likes to do. He'll let you guys know. So my son, he hits the JDM scent, right? So what I do is he always points it and he wants me to spray it. And then he goes up and goes, ah, it's the funniest thing. And I'll show it to you guys. Ready? Ready? Here, stay back here. I'll put it right here. Ready? Ready? Watch. He wants to spray. He wants to smell. What? Ready? Ready? Here. Over here. Nathan, it's over here. Here. Watch. Watch. There. Spray it. Smell it. Yeah. You like that, don't you? Okay, one more. No more. No more. He loves this stuff. He absolutely loves this stuff. It's great to watch him do this stuff. Hashvir, how you doing, bud? Good to see you here too. I went to Walmart to go buy McGuire's Ultimate Paste Wax. To come down and find everybody stole the wax but left the microphone tiles. You should have been able to tell by the weight, Leonardo. The weight of the product being gone, you would have known instantly, because it actually is a significant weight there. You're going to feel it because it's like liquid, obviously, the liquid bottle. You're going to feel it in there. Otherwise, you should have known right away, boss. Talk to me, Goose. I don't know, man. It's going to be a hard one, man. I'm telling you right now. What do you say? Okay, Max, what did I miss? Not much, dude. Not much. AJ, how you doing, man? What's going on? I haven't seen you drive the GTR on the highway once since perfect. Yeah, I only drive the GTR on the highway once in a great while because I work up by the airport. So I only take Simpson Creek to Boggy Road all the way up to the airport. And that's where I go if I ever take it to work. So it's rare for me to take the GTR on the interstate or the highway around here. There's just no need for me. And I don't really drive it that much. I only take it out once in a while. You know what I mean? So I usually daily drive my Honda Preludes all the time to work. Or I take my motorcycles. I'm trying to get to a later shift so I can ride my motorcycles every day to work and avoid all the heavy traffic because traffic here is, as you know, is really, really bad. Like we're looking to possibly move in the next 2 years because traffic and everything is so bad anymore. Where's number 9? Where's number 9? Where's number 7? Well, you got to go find him. Go find it. Go find it. Go find it. This is how we've been teaching them the numbers, these little peg things, you know, that show them the numbers, like the number 5 and all that stuff. So this is how we've been showing them the numbers and letting them learn colors and stuff like that. So he really is, he's got it all down, but he still doesn't talk. He only says like 1 or 2 words here and there, and then he'll say like another word, and that's about it. So it's kind of like, oh, you know what we were asking for. You know the numbers. You know all this stuff, but you won't do it. Nathan, I'm over here. Go bug mommy. Go bug mommy. No. He's going to get mad. He's going to get real mad. Friday night hangouts. Martha, a lot of times I'm later at work on Friday nights. So I don't know right now. What my game plan is I'm actually going to be starting to build another gaming PC here soon. For any of the gaming nerds out there, they actually, if you guys know, NVIDIA is coming out with a new video card called the RTX system. And that's supposed to be coming out here in the next couple of months. And I'm thinking about going ahead and building a brand new PC. And what I was planning on doing is actually moving this PC down into the garage, actually, and then being able to stream from there and then having the big gaming PC up here. And that's kind of what I'm starting to think about doing. Here you go. Fat boy want a marshmallow. Jeez Louise. This kid ran out on him and started playing drums on his crotch. Yeah, I'm always like, oh, but he runs up on me because sometimes, you know, you'll be on the floor or you'll be laying down, he'll just jump on you, and you know he doesn't know any better, and he's come pretty damn close a few times to like nailing me right in the nuts. So it's always something I'm worried about as well because I'll be like, whoa, you know, like trying to block him. It's crazy. Which scent? I don't know which scent she'd like. She likes lighter scents. She doesn't like a lot of heavy scents. She likes a lot of light scents. So anything like she doesn't like JDM. She thinks JDM stinks. To me, I think JDM is a very different smell than I've ever smelt before. So it's kind of like it's unique, and that's why I like it because it is unique. So it's like, it's a refreshing smell. It's not like your typical like cherry, strawberry, or tropical or whatever, or black ice. You know, I mean, it's a different smell that I really never smelled. You want another one? So that's why I kind of like it. But she's like, ew, it doesn't smell good at all. Go bug mommy. That's what you got to do, man. Mommy's downstairs. You can go bug mommy all day long. Is that good? There you go. I have a question. K McGuire's compound remove abrasive sponge scratches. It can. It's a lot more work to get it done. You might want to get like an applicator, a clean applicator pad. Do not use a used one because you want to not instill any more swirls and you want to actually clean off the swirls. So yeah, you could definitely use that for sure. Traffic is worse. Come on, Aaron. Use your language. Use your English. Worse, not worse-er. Oh, it is. But the thing with LA is you guys can lane split. In Florida, we can't lane split legally. And I would lane split all day long. All I would do is take my motorcycle if I lived in LA. Holy hell, I wouldn't sit in that traffic. And the fact that you can legally lane split, I would do, oh my God, I would use it all day long. I would just go zip right between all the traffic every single day. Heading out, take care, guys. Keep up the good videos. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for stopping by. How about stripper scent? I don't know if she likes stripper scent that much. And then again, I didn't really ask her if she liked it or not. You know what I mean? Spade bedroom and GDM. It's funny because he spilled some one of his drinks or whatever in the bedroom. And it like kind of, he spilled his milk or whatever. It kind of stunk after I cleaned it up. So I just sprayed the JDM on there. It was pretty funny. I was like, done. Last long? Not really, Frankie. That smell will be gone within a week. Like if you just sprayed a couple times in your car, the smell will probably be gone in a week. So you just want to spray it once every week, a couple times every week. You know what I mean? And that means that's how it'll work. But that's the good thing. You know, when I always see the spray bottles, like, you know how much I sprayed this stuff around the house and stuff. And I mean, look how much is gone. That's it. I spray it all the time for him. He loves it. So it was something like that. You could spray in 5, 6, 7 sprays once a week. let it sit there on a carpet, smell good, and when you don't smell it anymore after a week or so, go spray another couple. I mean, it will last you months and months with that. So that's a good thing. What? What do you want? You want more? You are going to get fat. Have you made a clay bar side-by-side review? I really should. It would be really hard to do a clay bar side-by-side. Honestly, they all do the job, but I highly recommend the newer like synthetic types that are like in a mitt, a glove, or an applicator pad, because it's just so much easier. So you don't have to keep kneading over like the clay. Every time you do a section, you have to kind of fold it back over and stuff, okay? Where with the actual like a mitt or an applicator, one of the little stuff on it, you just keep going to the next section. You don't have to keep folding it over. One of the excellent things about the new synthetic style ones is, let's say you drop that clay bar on the ground, the regular clay. It gets a pebbles or whatever from your concrete in there. It's toast. You have to throw that away now. Where with the synthetic ones, you just wash it off under a hose or under the sink, and then you go back to doing your car again. It's amazing, the difference. It's so much better. It's so much easier. And you can get so many more uses out of them. I really like that. So that's why I always really recommend the new synthetic style. I don't know what the stripper set is made out of. I have no idea. When you test drive that Civic Type R, ask if he had to go around. I don't think he's going to let me drive it. I'm not asking to drive it. I just kind of want to take a ride in it, see if it's really worth it for me. I've had some people say it's loud. One of my YouTube subscribers, he has a YouTube channel. He just sold his because he said it was too noisy for him. He said it was, but then again, he had a 17, so that was the very first year. He said it was very squeaky and rattly and stuff like that, and he didn't really like it. So he went back to the sport model he had. And he has a lot of sports cars. The guy has like, I don't know, 5 cars, and like a couple of them are like sports cars, like Z06 Corvette, and he has like some Roadster, and he's got a lot of vehicles. You know, he's got the money to do it, but he said he just didn't like it. He said it was really loud and really annoying. He said every time you hit the brakes, it would squeal. Like the GTR sometimes does that. The brakes will actually squeal when you hit the brakes, and it sounds like your brakes are going bad, but it's just the compounds that the brakes and everything are made out of. So they squeal so much more when you hit the brakes. It's like, you know, you're like, oh, this guy's brakes are terrible. It's not. They're actually really meaty still. It's just the compound that the brakes are made out of. And he said every time at every stop, like people are looking over like, oh my God, fix your brakes, jackass, stuff like that. And they said the plastics inside would rattle. I don't know if the newer ones have been done. Again, some people don't like the over the top, like big wing. They don't like the big plastic fake bumper vents in the front and back. So Honda now has already been doing SPI, or what do you want to call it, testing, where they're going to have a small wing variant and none of the fake plastic air vents in the front and back to kind of like tone it down a little bit. So we'll see. What do you want? You want a Pringle? Dear God, like fat boy, you're going to be getting really fat on me. Yeah, Tony. Yep, Tony, that's exactly what we're talking about. If you apply Meguiar's Ultimate Liquid or Paste Wax, can you apply it to the whole car and buff it off? I would do one section at a time. Otherwise, it might be a pain in the ass to remove. Do like the entire hood, then come back to the front corner. What I like to do, let's just say I'll do a whole panel, and then while that's setting up, I'll do the next panel next to it, and then I'll come back and actually start buffing off the original section. And then I go to the next panel and start applying that, and then I come back to the second panel and take that off. So you see what I'm saying? I'm just doing one panel, clear it off, then work to the next one, and then just kind of go from there. Otherwise, sometimes I've noticed waxes really get hard to take off, and it's a pain in the ass. So one good thing I like about sealants. Sealants are like, they're so much easier on the arm. It's really nice. I'm kind of pissed because of the GC watered down stripper scent from the OG formula. I don't know about that, Bobby. Again, I really don't know. Clean room, unclean, disorganized mind. Okay. Greetings from Houston, Texas. What's up, Mark Puffer? Would you get the Civic Si if the Type R isn't available? No, I wouldn't even waste my time. I would only take the Type R or nothing. You know what I mean? What's your favorite method? Just a 2-bucket method of cleaning the car, man. I mean, the foam can is always fun to pop out there and spray it down, but you still need to come back with a 2-bucket method. That's always the proper way to do it. If you want to instill, make sure there's going to be zero swirls or any dirt left over. You don't want to have it where I've tested these products before, and you will still have a light amount of dirt that's on the lower panels of your car when you use a foam can, okay? Maybe not so much the top, but especially where it's like the grime really builds up on the lower panels. And what are you going to do? You're going to rub your, your waffle leaf towel, whatever kind of microfiber towel you have, and rub that dirt right into the paint. So that's why, even Grills, when they made their videos about their, the foam stuff, the surface thing, that they said, if you want, come back with the actual 2-bucket wash it, but it's up to you. And I'm like, yeah, dude, once you get it all done and all the swirls and stuff out, you don't want to have to go back and do it again. You want it done one time and then do everything right after that. What up, Vincent? How you doing, man? How you doing, Alex? Bead maker first time weekend. Okay. Any good over-the-counter sealants? Over-the-counter. Probably the best you would have ever found would have been the Meguiar's Ultimate Fast Polish. Now, you can still get that at like AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts, stuff like that, but you can't get it at Walmart. Walmart discontinued it. But you can definitely still get it. It is an amazing spray-on sealant. Super, super, super easy. Well liked. You know what I mean? Do you really have to clay before waxing? It's always the best to do. It's always best to make sure you're setting it up because you want your paint as clean as possible so that the wax bonds the best it can to it, okay? So if you have any contaminants left in it, maybe it's not going to bond as good. Maybe it's not going to last as long. But if you fully prep that paint up the right way, it's probably going to last far longer than anything else, and that's what you kind of want to think about. Last weekend, I grabbed a bunch of Eagle One A to Z 23-ounce bottles. Well, dude, $3, that's a killer deal, Pooh. That's a killer deal. Working tomorrow. No, my company's shut down tomorrow. No work tomorrow. What is the best pad for to buff? Well, it all depends on your how many scratches and swirls. Heavier scratching and swirls, you want to go with the orange pad. Light swirls, you can go with the white pad. The white pad is more for polishing. Red or the orange pads are going to be for more your compounds and cutting. And then you go to a red pad, which is more of very finite polishing, but mostly just waxing. And then a black pad is waxing. I mean, they're always usually, no matter what company it is, I've always found that they have uniformity when the colors. So orange is going to be your heavier cutting pad, and then it goes down from there. But there is even more aggressive cutting pads than orange out there if you need them, but you usually don't need them. Yes, they do. Breezetown, they do have 1 gallon sizes for their limitless lather. Yeah, it's not actually in Orlando. Sorry. I can't stand when people do that. It's one of those pet peeves I've always had. You have this damn giant city of Orlando, and you claim that you're the Orlando store, right? You're not even in the same county. You're not even in the same city, but they're claiming the Orlando store. And I'm like, and I even commented, I'm like, look, I was like, it's too bad that it's not actually in Orlando. You're not even in the same county as Orlando. Oh, no, I just dropped my Pringle. Here you go. No, the Orlando store is actually in Altamont Springs, Florida, which is in Seminole County. It's not even in Orange County, which was where Orlando is. And where we live in Kissimmee, which is Osceola County. So it would be like Orlando store being in Kissimmee. It has not in Orlando, but I just, because Altamont Springs for me is probably about a 35-minute drive, maybe longer. And it's because you're literally having to go from Kissimmee all the way through Orlando. Then you're outside of Orlando. Now you're up here in Altamont Springs. And it's like, dude, really? You want more? Damn, fat boy, hold on. Hey, Stews. The clay bar is going to remove contaminant that is embedded into your paint, where a strip wash is only going to remove any sealants or old waxes that are still in your paint. It will not remove your contaminants that have bonded to the paint, okay? So you still need to clay bar, and then you can strip wax your car or wash it to get all the oil and stuff out, and then you come back with the clay bar, and then you can start prepping it up, whether you want to use a polished compound or you want to just say, screw it, I'm just going to go straight to a wax. Like that shirt? Hell yeah, dude. I love Top Gear, man. Or Top Gun, sorry. You should try the spray car wash method where you put soap in the spray bubble instead of a bucket. I don't know about that. I mean, what would that do for me? Because I'm not going to use it all the time. I would never use it. It would be just like a fun thing. But I would never use it. So it's kind of like, eh. What's up, Jake? How you doing, bud? Meguiar's Fast Finish versus Meguiar's Ultimate Liquid. The Fast Finish is much faster to apply. It's much easier to apply. You don't have to wait forever on it. It will last you for months and months. I honestly, for ease and everything, I would say Meguiar's Ultimate Fast Finish. Honestly. Even if it only lasted you, let's say, 4 or 5 months before the bead started getting fat on you, wipe it down. Next. It literally is like applying a pledge to the coffee table here. You literally spray it on and wipe it off. You're done. Nothing more. Where a wax, you got to put it on, let it sit there, let it haze up for you, do a little finger swipe test and see if actually it's clear. If it's still smudging, then you have to wait some more. I mean, you see what I'm saying? That is honestly the way to go. I highly recommend it. Chinese tire dressing, that water-based. Water-based tends to not be as near shiny. It also washes off with the lightest bit of dirt, rain, water, anything. It just all waters down. I don't know if I would do anything about that. I would probably just stay with what you had, honestly, unless you want a tire gel like a Guerrero's Garage tire gel, or maybe Meguiar's Ultimate tire gel. That it'll give you a lot more of a shine, but it'll still last a little while. You know what I mean? No, I wouldn't get lost trying to find a store. I know exactly where Altamont Springs is. There's a mall right at that exit. As a matter of fact, I had to go up to just outside Altamont Springs, this little town called Longwood, Florida, which is right next to Altamont. And that's where I went for some training when I was driving. I had to do some training and up there, and I had to drive all the way up there every day. It was like an hour, dude. I'm not lying. It was an hour and 15 minutes every day with traffic to get there. And it might only be like, 30 miles away. And it was still over an hour every single day. It was nuts. But yeah, Altamont Springs is definitely not Orlando. The Orlando Chemical Guy store is not in Orlando. It's not even in the same damn county. It might as well be like, yeah, I know this is crazy, so please take it as it is, stretch your imagination. That would be like saying the LA store for Chemical Guys is in San Diego. I know there's a huge difference. Please understand that. But that's the way I see it as. I'm like, you have a giant city of Orlando. You couldn't find a rental unit to put it in Orlando. Like, seriously? I mean, you have International Drive that's right there near all the parks that everybody goes to shop. People that are visiting might go to your Chemical Guy store if it was near one of those areas. They're sure as hell ain't going to go all the way up to Altamont Springs. They just aren't going to do it. Where if you were on like iDrive or all the premium outlets, all the stores, that kind of area right through there, right near all the parks and between the parks, they're probably much more apt to go there, and you're going to bring in all kinds of tourist people that want to buy your products versus them going to Altamont. They don't have a vehicle to get up there, or they're not going to pay for an Uber to go all the way up to Altamont Springs. You guys get what I'm saying here? That's why I'm just like, really, you couldn't put one in Orlando, really? But yeah, you're going to claim Orlando store. I mean, I might as well buy a franchise and put it in Kissimmee and say it's the other Orlando store, because I see it all the time. You don't want any more? You don't want no more? Come on, I thought you wanted one. I thought you wanted another one. So I know I'm just getting off on a tangent, guys, so I do apologize, but I just find it funny. Medieval Times. Have you guys been to Medieval Times before? It's a really cool dinner show with the horses and knights and all that stuff. You guys know where that? You guys know that? The Orlando Medieval Times is about 10 minutes down the street from my house in Kissimmee. It's literally right on US 192, about 10 minutes from my house that way, towards Disney World. It is not even in Orlando at all. Get in there. You get in there and you eat that chip. You eat that chip. Bite. Arrgh. I'll put this over there. Sorry. Getting off on that tangent. Where can I get it? You can get Fast Finish at like Advanced Auto Parts, AutoZone, probably O'Reilly's. It'll come in a box. It's about, I don't know, this tall. Really skinny box. You'll know right away when you see it. You can easily get it. It's amazing. It's about $14 or $15. Well worth it. I only have to wax my daily 2 times a year using liquid glass, but sadly they went out of business because the owners went to jail. Ooh, that sucks. Oh man, that really sucks. Clay bar. I would clay bar every single time. Anytime I was putting any type of sealant, wax, whatever on my car, every time I do it, that's when I clay. Every single time. Because I want to give it the best surface for that product to bond to. You know what I mean? So it's going to last the longest. Do you have to clay before you? Or that recently just bought Adams glass cleaner. Do you think that will remove water spots? No, you can help me. Water spots from glass cleaner. I don't know if it will. You probably are going to need some kind of polish to get rid of it before you can get to that. Yeah, a polish is probably what you're going to need though. There is glass polish. Polishing glasses, from what I've seen, I've never had to do it before. It's a lot harder than like polishing your paint because, of course, the glass is very, very hard. But they do make glass polish. Maybe Honestly, I'd say give a shot of like Meguiar's Ultimate Compound or Ultimate Polish and try and get the water spots out. Because most of these water spot removers that are made for paint are nothing more than polishes. That's all they are, is they're just polishes. So that's why I'm trying to think outside the box here. Maybe it's not specifically glass made, but dude, try it out. The worst that can happen is it just doesn't remove the water spots. You know what I'm saying? And then you have some extra polish for the house. But I say try that. I really do. That's what I would personally try before I'd go and buy something specifically made for it. You know, it's glass. It's not going to really harm it. You know what I mean? Do you think that rinseless wash is safer than waterless wash? Maybe. I get where you're coming from, where you're actually saying that about that. As long as it has enough liquid to give it enough lubricity where you're not going to drag that stuff into it. The only problem with a rinseless is you're going to have a lot of microfiber towels, and they have to be spotless. You know, that's about it. Where you'll probably use less microfiber towels with the actual waterless wash itself, spray wash. How's Chemical Guys Citrus Washing Gloss? It's an okay soap. I give it about a B. I wouldn't. The lubricity is a little low. The suds are a little low, but it works great in a foam cannon. I will tell you that Chemical Guys knocks it out of the park with most of their products when it comes to foam cannons. So I'd say definitely get it if you just want it for a foam cannon. But if you want a 2-bucket method, I think you can definitely do better. You know what I mean? Can you explain how to use microfiber towels properly? You know, there's a short sideline. Yeah. One is more of like a polishing thing to remove waxes and polishes and stuff like that. And the other side is just maybe more like a dust off stuff. So one being the short nap and one being a light nap. Short nap is going to probably pull a lot more stuff off easier, where the longer nap is the softer side, and it's better for like dust and stuff like that. But honestly, I've used both sides. You just kind of feel out whatever you want. You know what I mean? It's not going to hurt it either way. It just might be with a short nap was going to work better, and it's not going to just kind of fold back as easily as the longer nap does. Now, obviously, we know it's not that much longer, but you get the idea. Not so cool ranch Doritos. I've got these. I got Pringles and ranch for you. I got some Pringles and ranch for you. That's what my son's eating right now. Greer's Garage does have a glass polish. You are right about that, boss. Do you prefer microfiber towel? Yes, microfiber towel, because leaf blower is loud as hell. That's your car. I'm gonna get rid of it. But I'm gonna throw it away. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna try. Hold on. Yeah, I already said that. Sorry about that. Water spots are the best for vinegar. Yeah, I've heard that before too, buddy. I've seen it. Actually, I've seen water spots be removed with like a wheel cleaner. I shit you not. I saw it on one of the forums. They actually did it. He used like a chrome wheel cleaner or whatever. I don't know why chrome wheel cleaner worked, but it completely removed water spots, film, and all that stuff that had been caked onto the glass. Pretty crazy, I know. He just mixed a little bit in there with some spray bottle stuff, and he sprayed it on his windshield. He actually did this with it, microfiber towel like that with it, and he just went like that with glass. And it was like gone. It was crazy how clean it was. You recommend a good drying towel? I think Meguiar's Waffle Weave. I have Waffle Weave ones from Greer's Garage. I also have a bunch of the regular microfiber towels, like 16 by 16 from Chemical Guys. What is your deal? Can you not climb up there? What's your deal? Stripper scent. It's all going to be down to your nose, what you like and what you don't like. Some people probably won't like it. It's more of a man's cologne scent to it. So if you like male cologne, like heavier like male cologne, that's what you'll like. Stop. Those Greer's Garage, I wouldn't say they are. I haven't used the Polygloss yet. I plan on using that tomorrow if I have a chance. But I don't think the Polygloss. I don't think the Surface Wash definitely works. But does it work much better than, let's say, a Mr. Pink and something? I don't know, guys. I don't want to see you guys spending a lot of money on it. It's still, when I looked hard and close at the lower panels of my GTR when I actually did that, my GTR really wasn't that filthy. You could still see remnants of dirt around the bottom panels. And the same thing happens when I use, let's say, Mr. Pink or any other snow foam. There's still a little bit of dirt left. And, you know, that's why I'm trying to tell you. That's why I put in the video. I'm like, I just don't know at that price if it's worth it. I wouldn't pay it that much. If $15, I'd say it's worth it. But $19.99, I think they're just they're trying to soak people at that price. What? Yeah. You want to get the gummies in here? Yeah. Yeah. No, not that smell. It's like male cologne. It's a male cologne smell. Gabriel, get your kids off of the screen. Oh no, there's strange people in this world. Oh, snowflake. Oh, helicopter mom. Don't do this, Johnny. Please, I don't care. You can walk out down the damn Walmart and you're going to see little kids, okay? I just don't care. If anybody wants to come fuck with me at my house, one, we have alarm systems everywhere, a Ring doorbell, but I definitely believe in the Second Amendment, okay? Anybody wants to mess with me at my house, I will tell you that right now. We are strong believers in the Second Amendment here in this house. So it's like, I'm not going to baby my son. I understand. We're just at Disney, okay? We're at Epcot actually today. There's little kids everywhere. It's like the people that blur out license plates. What happens every day when you're driving down the road? You're like this. Are any of those license plates blurred out? No. Every one of them are there. It's like you're publicly already showing your license plate everywhere. Why are you trying to cover it up? It's like pretty common knowledge. I go to a car show with my GTR. Guess what? My license plate is sitting there. So I'm not making fun of you, but the fact is I will not baby my kids either. And, you know, I have enough knowledge that I'm not trying to do anything bad. And obviously you guys don't see I don't treat my kid bad or anything like that. He's just a goofy kid. Whatever car doesn't freeze up. Are there any good Chemical Guys soaps for $2 washing? I would say either Glossworks, VO7, the orange stuff. Even the watermelon snow foam actually did decent through the 2-bucket system. We're talking Solid B products. Solid B, not the best, but Solid B products. Using a DA for the first time, do I need to use different pad for each time I use compound polish and use the same pad? Usually it's best to, you don't want it because, well, of course you're going to happen with that. Thanks, bro. You just threw the gummy bear bag on the ground. You don't want to bog down, so it's better to start with a clean pad. So what I do is I like to buy multiple pads of each color that I use a lot of. Example, I'll buy like a 3-pack of orange, 3-pack of whites, and maybe like 1 or 2 like red ones that way. And that's what I normally do. Do I have a Nintendo Switch? What? Do I have one? Oh, shit. What the hell just happened? Yep, I've got a Nintendo Switch. I have everything, okay? I have everything, Pooh. I used to play video games very hardcore back in the day. I played lots and lots and lots and lots of video games. But now, as much with him, I don't really get that much time anymore. How much did I pay for the GTR? I talked him down for a used one for $64,000. What's up, Brian? How you doing, boss? Are you prepared for the tropical storm hurricane? I don't know. Doesn't bother me. That shit doesn't bother me. Like, only when it gets close and it's like a category 2 or 3 do Floridians even start to worry. You know what I mean by that? We don't really pay attention otherwise. You will eat this gummy bear. You will eat it now. There are crazy people online from what somebody told me. Can you believe that? People are so sensitive these days. Oh my God, dude! I told you when that went down with that little reality show, like kids singers, I don't know, man. Because I was like, what are these like kids like 14 or 15? They look so young, and they're like, oh, they're 20 and 21 years old. I'm like, what? And I mean, it was corny. Like these little 12-year-old girls were screaming for him, and I was like, what in the hell is this? You know, I was just like, who are these people? I don't even know who they are. And apparently, there's some reality TV show winners, and you know, Disney's just trying to push their own people. You know, so it's pretty crazy. Long time to see. How was your vacation? It's pretty good, man. We actually have a vacation cruise coming up in another month, so I can't wait for that. We're actually taking him on the Disney Magic, so it'll be his first Disney cruise. We're going to fly up to Quebec, and then we go down to New York City. So it should be a lot of fun. It's hard to be serious when you are a dad. It's hard to do much. You know, I try my best, but the agreement me and my wife had when we got married is that her job would always be number 1. You guys understand what she does for a living. And that my job would always come number 2. And because of that, I would be taking care of the house. I'd basically be the house husband, but I still have to work, as you guys know, but I don't work until the evenings. So I have to take care of the house. I pay all the bills. I take care of the son. I do the laundry. I do the dishes. I pay all the bills online for her, and that's what I generally do. I have to do all that stuff. So it takes away a lot of time that I had. And obviously, it's like you don't get much free time to game because, of course, he's going to be right up on you like, hey, let's go play, Daddy. Let's go play. So that really takes a lot of free time away where you don't have a lot of the stuff. You know what I mean? Where do you get the Mother's Wash and Wax? I bought it at Advanced Auto Care. Advanced Auto Parts, sorry. Do you like Meguiar's compound taste? What do you mean compound? You talking about just the compound? Meguiar's Ultimate Compound works pretty good. 64, yeah, I think they were asking 67.9 for the GTR, and I got them down to 64,000 even. Yeah, I paid, I don't know, it's somewhere around there. 64,000 I think is what I paid. I got them down like 3,000. It was like maybe I paid 63 for it. Geez, I don't remember anymore, guys. Literally, I pay so much on GTR to make sure it's paid off in like under 3 years. I'm going to try and have it paid off in like 2.5 years. That I just don't pay that. I guess I didn't pay that much attention to it now because I'm like, I know I got a really good deal on it because I bought it last January. It was just like 4 years old when I bought it, 3 years old, something like that. And I just been hammering down payments because I'm like, I don't want payments. I don't want payments. And I don't want payments. I've just been throwing every penny I have at it. So I've been paying $2,000 a month on the GTR. I mean, I'm paying house payments, really nice house payments, for Florida. What do you want? You want your shoes on? Can a brother drink some dang Surge? I want some stinking Surge, bro. What are you doing? Put your shoes on. No. I'm over here. I'm up here. Say wave to everybody. Go hi. Okay then. Dang, son. Dang. Yeah, you could use GTR 60,000. There might be one of the older ones, but you can definitely get them. Again, Gabriel, I'm not saying anything about it, but I will not baby my kids. It's the parents. It's the parents that are out there that are trying to say like, my kid deserves a trophy. He was the worst kid on the team. He doesn't deserve a trophy. You need to be the best if you want to be a trophy. I didn't get trophies unless we were, first, second, or third place. We never got trophies. We didn't get any of that stuff. And I won't be that snowflake type parent. You guys got to understand that I will not let that happen. I put my son on the motorcycle. He rides around the neighborhood with me. I'm a little Honda Grom. He sits right in front of me. I have a helmet for him. I want him to grow up having fun and not being sheltered because these kids nowadays, I see them at work all the time. They're coming in 17, 18, 19 years old. They literally cannot take care of themselves anymore. They don't know what work is. They don't know what being yelled at is done. They just, as soon as you tell them, these management goes in there and tells them, hey, man, you need to speed up. We need to go. And they're like, oh, I quit. And they literally walk out the door and you're like, what the hell is wrong with these kids? They can't handle it. And I really think society is going to have some real problems in the next 15 to 20 years because now these 18, 19-year-olds are starting to knock up young girls and then they can't handle anything. So what do you think their kids are going to be like? It's going to be just, it's getting bad. And I want my son to understand he's got to work for stuff. And, the world out there isn't pretty. And we've got to make sure you got to take care of yourself out there. Nothing in life's going to be given to you. So, again, I run security system with ADT Security. We have cameras outside the house. We got the brand new Ring doorbell. I am a heavy believer in the Second Amendment. You can go anywhere in this world. There's kids everywhere. Like we live right by Disney World, about 25, 30 minutes away. And we go there all the time. We're by Universal Studios. And there's little kids everywhere. I can't stop every single person out there. But if they did attempt to do anything, well, now we're in a different book. And that's the way I feel. You know what I mean? Use sponge when using rinse and swash. You're not afraid of that sponge. You must like big red sponge. Your kid makes me become a kid again. Is Meguiar's spray wax good for which would? Their ultimate spray wax, yes, is very good. Hey, Stuce, I would definitely say for it. Yeah, your son definitely. When you have kids, it definitely changes you. You have to take care of them now, and you have to do the best you can for them. At least give them better than what you had, or try and give them as what you had. And I like to spoil him. I know it's bad. You shouldn't be spoiling him, but like yesterday, I bought him 2 little Hot Wheels cars when we were at Walmart. He's lucky enough to go on all these cruises with us. He's been, I think at 6 different cruises already in his life. He's only 2 years old. I mean, he's gonna have a much better life than even I had. And I had an okay life growing up. Obviously, I didn't do bad. But he's going to take it to the next level on top of that. So, but I want him to understand, hey, you want all these cars, you want all these toys and stuff, you got to work for that stuff. Nobody's giving it to you for free, because those people that expect everything for free, and I'm going to vote because so-and-so said they're going to give me free everything. That's just a bunch of BS. Nobody's giving you free anything. And I want him to understand it's going to work for that stuff. And then he can have whatever he wants that way. What do you mean? Waxes and compounds are two different things. So a wax is only protection. A compound, though, will actually, what that does is it's actually taking we're talking micron levels of paint off. Usually your clear coat is where the scratches and swirls are at, is actually in your clear coat paint, not the actual color paint, but the clear coat that's put on your car. All the compound's doing is taking micron levels of that away, leveling it out, so it's getting all the scratches out and leveling it out that way. A polish is nothing more than protection, nothing more than that. You know what I mean? Tried search for the first time a few days ago. It tastes like Mountain Dew. It tastes a lot like it. You were right about that, Dalton. It's very citrus flavor, like you said. I want to know if you let Meguiar's Ultimate Compound Haze. No, you don't even. When you're actually using a compound, it actually breaks down where it will almost go clear. So if you're using it with a polisher, you apply it on, of course, by like a white color. But once it's actually broken down, it's fully cleared. So you're done. You want another gummy bear? Dad gum, son. Jeez. Oh, man, it's really bad about the snowflakes out there in this world. I just don't get it. You know, we see it all the time. You see it on social media. Like when I put the video up yesterday about who these young kids were that were dancing up on stage. I was like, I've never heard of this before. These little girls are screaming for them. I'm like, I've never heard of this. And I listen to like satellite radio all the time. And then, you know, and then these people just came out of the woodwork, and you're like, dude, you're not even following me on Instagram. What the hell? Here, there. That's what you get. But it's nuts out there, man. It really is. I sprinkle Surge on garbage can to keep my raccoons. Okay. Jeez. What's next for the Prelude? I think that the last thing will be done is just getting the rust cut out and the paint done. That's all it needs left. Again, I've been throwing $2,000 a month at the GTR to pay it off. So, I mean, really, in reality, that wouldn't be any big problem for me to get this stuff done. It's just that I'm kind of more concentrating on getting out of debt. I think I am going to go ahead and break down, though, and probably spend the money sooner than later to have it done. But, you know, it's hard when I know I owe this much money already versus spending that money on something else that, let's face it, the car will still run. But so financially, it's like probably the money should go here. But I understand where you guys come from saying, well, what are you going to do to it? Because, you know, it does. And I would like it to be mint condition again. But it's kind of like you already have this lingering debt sitting over your head. Why would you spend $2,000 or $3,000 over here when that $2,000 or $3,000 should go right to your debt first, pay this off, and then you have all day long to buy this and fix this. So it's kind of like that's where my mindset is. Kind of trying to be an adult here, you know, and trying to think the right thing before, you know, being silly with money. When that money can be gone, now that payment's off my back. I would definitely go with C Quartz. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I bought it, but I haven't yet put it on my car. But the C Quartz usually has a really good reviews on it. Thanks so much, Jesus, for stopping by. Like your attitude, Chad. Thanks so much, Christopher. I appreciate it. Did you get Cheerwine in Florida? Yeah, you can get it. I've seen it a lot before. The best cheap ceramic was Turtle Wax Ice, Blue Ice, $5. Best work. Yeah, you really can't find it anymore. Maybe if you were lucky on some stores, but that stuff was actually more, I would say, more of a sealant. I know what you're talking about, but I think it's more of a sealant. There are ads on my video, Brian. If you don't have ad blocker, if you have ad blocker, then you're not going to see it. But yeah, there's ads on my video. Any tips for a brand new car? Should I clay seal it? Yeah, clay. I definitely clay it because you don't know how long the car has been sat on the yard. So let's say the car was built at the factory in January. Let's say you just recently bought it. So it's been sitting on the lot there at the dealership since, let's say, February. So you having all that fallout, all the contaminants from the air, it's been building up on the car. Whether it's washed every other week or not, it doesn't matter. You still have the contaminants that are bonding to your paint. So I would definitely wash it, clay bar, and then you would decide if you want to seal it or wax it. What? What? Where's number 9? Where's number 7? It's downstairs. I know it's downstairs. You just got to go get it downstairs. Hey, you have to be a proper young man. You have to walk with the book on your head, and you have to keep it properly done. There you go. I still remember all that old stuff. Esteban, how you doing, boss? Good, man. I appreciate it, Sony. What's your favorite product to use on your cars? I have a lot of good products I like a lot. That's the problem. I like so much good stuff. Nissan Z is end of its life. No, I don't think so. They've already said they're going to make a new Z. I wouldn't doubt if we see a new Z sometime this fall or this spring at the car shows. I bet we see the new thing, because I think what they were saying is like 2020, it would be a 2020 model that would possibly launch around the end of 2019. I think that's what we might be looking at here for a new Z. I think the GTR is also coming up to be redone here in the next year or two. Oh, man, I don't put my cars anywhere. Literally, I park my cars as far as I can away from the main entrances. I park them next to curbs. I don't let my cars get messed with. Even the van, we park like way out there and we walk in no matter where we go. And that protects us from door dings and stuff, because we're willing to work, and those lazy asses that door ding the hell out of your car when they get in and out, they don't care. Hey, wrong foot. Switch foot. Wrong foot. Wrong foot. Give me the other foot. There you go. There you go. Arr, put your shoe on. Done. Give me the other foot. Give me the other foot. Give me the other foot. Hold on. You put your shoe on. There you go. Is that all right? Arr. There you go. He loves having shoes on, and he takes them back off like 10 minutes later, and I'm like, oh my God, dude, really? Ever heard of using Pledge on your tires? I've heard of them, but I've never actually tested that out before, Christopher. Even the Versa doesn't get much refresh. Even the design was a lot cheaper, affordable. Most car companies out there now are doing nothing but working on SUVs. Hell, even Honda has now stated they're bringing back the Passport. So the Honda Passport is coming back to the Honda lineup. What else is coming out that they announced? The Blazer obviously is coming back. You guys know the Chevy Blazer is coming back, but Honda has now recently said that the Passport is coming back out, which is actually cool, because the Honda Passport was obviously during the 90s. I know it was made by Isuzu, and it was just rebadged as a Honda Passport. But the fact is, Honda's bringing out a Passport again, which is really cool. It's like the 90s all over again. Toyota said they're going to bring out more sporty cars. So that means I guarantee the Celica is coming out, which means hopefully Honda will have to counter and bring back the Prelude. Prelude and the Celica were the head-to-head competitors. I would love to see that. That would be like awesome. Granted, I can't get another Prelude right now because I need a four-door car, but still, it's fun to think about seeing all these. It's like we're having in a new golden era, because the 90s were like JDM heaven. The 2000s were like, and most of the 20-teens have been, but like now I feel like the Type R out and you're seeing a lot more stuff coming out. It's more like a resurgence, because how many people out there could buy a GTR? Let's face it, $98,000 brand new, $100,000. Very, very few. I couldn't afford that. I bought it used. But come on, how many guys can afford that stuff? And, you know, where, let's say a Prelude, $25,000. That's not bad. Celica, $25,000. A lot of people can afford that now. That's better. What do you want? Point to it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. I don't know what you want. He's like just pointing at it, but he won't grab it. I'm like, what are you doing? Any thoughts on 03 Terminator Cobra? I'd have to look at it, Christopher. I don't know, buddy. Never have any ads. I have YouTube Premium, aka. Oh yeah, then that's why. See, I always have ad block. I run ad block. The thing is, as a YouTube channel that has that kind of stuff on, I have the ads with me, the ad revenue. What the heck do you have? Put that down there. That's good, boy. So if you get caught, like let's say watching your own videos and your ads, you can be permanently turned off from that. So I can't get caught doing that. I would never want to do that. So I have ad block on all my videos, and I can't stand the ads half the time. I can't stand getting on Facebook and it's just ads everywhere. It completely gets rid of the ads. I don't know if these are still good, buddy. Here, you want one? Well, then what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know what my son is doing. He's down here below the desk, and I don't know what he's just like pulling stuff out. He just makes the biggest mess. You know what I mean? Do you recommend kill switches to prevent carjacking? Do you recommend anything for me? I recently bought a $799 reverse. Honestly, put a GPS in there. Put a GPS chip on it, alarm on it, and have good insurance. Honestly, you just need to make sure you have good insurance on it. Put a GPS chip in there, hide the GPS somewhere, and have it done right. There's nothing more you can do. Honestly, if a car thief is going to steal your car, they're going to steal your car. a GPS chip will help you find it really quick. But at the same time, keep insurance and make sure you have enough insurance coverage. Don't be cheap. When it comes to cars, you get all those mods or whatever on your cars. Most of the insurance companies give you this much money for all those mods. So sometimes it's better to pay extra for coverage. What? There's nothing down there. What do you want? He's like pointing like this. I'm like, well, go get it. And he doesn't do it. But make sure you get enough coverage. You can purchase additional coverage for these optional parts and stuff like that. So even if, let's say, your car is stolen, they'll give you the whole money for it. So they'll give you the money for the car, what it's worth, and then they'll give you money on top of that for mods. And that's sometimes maybe the way you want to go. I know Civics from back then are very hot commodities. So I would definitely look into the GPS protection, but I'd have tons of insurance put on that bad boy. Full coverage, everything. If somebody hit you or whatever, no, you're not wrecking another headset. So he broke one of my headsets from my Sony headset from my PlayStation 4, the Sony Gold headset the other day. He actually went like a wishbone and broke them. And so I had to order a new set of headsets. So I can't play PlayStation or anything on it now because he completely broke the damn headset. So the wire and everything's just hanging there now. I'm like, dude, that was a $100 headset. So he's trying to get out and grab some other headset. And I'm like, no, sir, you stay away from that stuff. There we go. Yeah, the kid's pretty fun. Nathan's pretty cool. He just makes a real mess of everything. Like, I don't know why. Here, you want to get some Disney pass holder magnets? These are magnets they send you. But if you're a pass holder at Disney World, they send them to your house. Ever going through a touchless car wash? Does it even clean? No, I've never been through one before. I've never been through. I wash my own stuff. Again, these are things that I can easily do. Like, I'm starting to get lazy now where I don't even want to mow my own yard. I'm almost at the point now where I'm like, I'm willing to pay a lawn mowing service, but I still get out there and do it. It's not like 15 minutes in the front yard, 15 minutes in the backyard is really hard. It's just with the heat right now, it's just like, I don't want to be out there. It's 95, 100 degrees. I don't really want to be in the heat and the sun and the humidity. So I'm kind of lazy because I work evening. I go into work in evenings. Otherwise, I just mow in the evenings, at least until the winter came when we're back down to like the 60s and 70s. How many new products have you acquired recently that you haven't made reviews for? Scott, I would say probably I have maybe like 4. But then I have a brand new company called The Wax Shop that just contacted me, and they sent me all their brand new products. So I have to make it a proper reveal for The Wax Shop. It's a brand new high-end company. I guess they're going to try and be like competitors to like 3D Car Care and all these other brands. These really high-end one. They contacted me. They said this is what they're looking for. This is what they're aiming for. And they said, would you like to try our stuff? And I said, sure. So now they sent me all their stuff, and they want me to try their stuff. And I'm like, cool, I'll do it for you. So it just came in the mail. And I haven't even done an unveil for it yet. But I've got to test all that. They sent me their compounds, polishes. What else did they send me? I think it's a wax or a sealant they sent me. They sent me snow foam. I mean, they sent me like, I don't know, like 8, 9 different products that they have a brand new company. And they're like, hey, we're going after top tier stuff here. Would you be willing to try our stuff? And I'm like, sure, why not? I just haven't got around. And they actually emailed me this week and were asking me, have I got around to it? And I was like, So I need to get on that this week and at least get you guys an unveil video of this brand new company. So, and these brand new products. So, and then I can actually start testing them out. Mom. What? You broke the wheels off. I don't know where the wheels are. You broke them off. What's Surge? So Surge is a citrus flavored soda that's made by Coca-Cola. It was very big in the 90s, and it's high caffeine. So it's kind of like an energy drink before there was an energy drink out in the market. Surge was like massive amounts of caffeine. What'd you say? Hey, man, you got the cheap earbud from getting a new PS4. Actually, no, actually, when he broke it, I went online and bought a new set of the Sony Gold headsets. Because if you guys follow any of the video game things. Anyways. You hit me again, bro. You want to go, bro? But anyways, I went and bought the new Sony Gold headsets. They're like blue, like a translucent blue. And it's the 500 millionth Sony PlayStation thing. They made the PlayStation 4 Pro in that translucent blue. Like, we're talking 90s. When 90s had the like see-through plastic, different colors. Well, they're doing that with the Sony out for the 500 millionth. And so I bought some of the headset, a new headset for those. So they should be here in the next couple of days. Why is your house messy? This guy right here. Hey, Elaine wants to know why my house is messy. You tell them. Tell them why you absolutely made my place a mess. Huh? No, go ahead. Go ahead. No. You got to tell these people why my place is so messy upstairs. This is your fault. It's not mine. Yeah, it is your fault. This is all your fault. This is definitely not mine. I'm not a pig like this. Your mom is. Your mom is very piggy, but I'm not. Sorry if I missed it. I just bought a brand new truck. Any recommendations to keep up the... Okay. Since you bought a brand new one, Bull, I would say wash it, clay bar the paint so you're getting any contaminants out. And then you should probably put a sealant on it or a wax. Hold on, I got to put shoes on again because he took his shoes off. Come here. Come here. He took his shoe on. Come on, fat boy. Get up there. I'm fat shaming you. Oh. Some snowflake parents are probably going mad being like, don't fat shame him. Don't fat shame him. Now he's going to be all hypocritical of himself. Oh, well. Why is your house thing? Why guys take a ride to Chad's place and go, dude, I have so many products. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I got more people from work now that finding out about my channel. It's so funny that I have so many people that keep finding about my YouTube channel, and I don't go out there and tell anybody. I don't tell really anybody. A few people know, but I have more and more people go like, oh, you have the YouTube channel, don't you? And they just found out one thing after another. And they're like, oh, yeah. You're the one with the GTR out in the parking lot. I'm like, yeah, that's me. And it's just funny that most of these people are finding this stuff out silly. But another guy ran into me the other day. He's like, I bought a brand new Mustang, and I want to clean it up. And I heard you have the YouTube channel and everything. And I was watching it the other day. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's me. So it's pretty funny. Do you think your child will have a big future? I would assume so. I mean, we're going on another cruise here in a month on Disney Magic. So this will be his either sixth or – hold on. No, yeah, this will be his sixth cruise, and he's only 2 years old. So we go on a lot of things. He obviously just went to Illinois a couple of weeks ago to visit my dad and my grandma. So he gets to do a lot of stuff. He gets – obviously, he's going to have like every video game system in the world. It's just the way he's going to grow up because I enjoy those things. I'm into cars, motorcycles, and stuff like that. So hopefully he'll have a good life. But I'll expect to have good grades out of him. I'll expect him to be a good kid. If you start getting into problems, all that stuff's gone. I'm not going to let him be a jerk or anything like that or get himself into trouble at school. We won't play that game. Trust me. Trust me. There's none of that crap going on. He's already going to be wired, man. He's already had gummy bears. He's already had all kinds of stuff and marshmallows. He's going to be up all night. How's the weather in Florida? Is it a good time to book a Florida vacation? It is very rainy here. The summertime in Florida, Tiger, rains every single afternoon. Every single afternoon, Tiger. You will have blue skies in the morning, but by about 1 or 2 o'clock, it'll start getting dark, and it'll get windy, and you'll have thunderstorms. And then it'll be wet until about 4 o'clock, maybe. It'll start drying up again. But every single afternoon, you're going to have a thunderstorm in Florida. It's just the way it goes down here. So get ready. Your time where the rain really stops is going to be in October, November, December is when all the rain is gone. You'll be back down into like the 70s and 80s every single day as a high, and it'll be a good time to go there. That's when the humidity is a little bit lower. It's the time to come there until about February. After March, it starts getting hot again. Last year, I remember walking into work with my just a T-shirt and shorts on into work. And it was the week of Christmas was like 82, 83 degrees here in Florida. So that's the way it goes. I just waxed my new car with Meguiar's Ultimate Paste Wax for sure. So I would clay bar it. If you want to use a sealant and a wax, then yeah, you could do the sealant first, and then you could put a wax on top. But honestly, you just need one or the other if you're not going like straight up anal about it. If you really are getting crazy about it, then do the sealant and then put a wax on top like a day later. What? Where's your other shoe? Give me your other shoe. Where's the other shoe? Give me your shoe. Give me your shoe. I'll drag you. You want to see torture? Now everybody online can see that I'm torturing you. He's putting his foot up, but he wasn't. He said, "I ain't getting your shoe," because I was like, "Bring me a shoe." He wouldn't bring me a shoe, so I started tickling his foot. He doesn't. He goes nuts if I tickle his foot. There, you're done. Good to go. I went to the University of Illinois Champaign. Didn't you say? Yeah, my dad and my grandma live in Champaign near Mattis Avenue. But my dad takes care of my grandma. My grandma's 98 years old, so He just stays up there and just takes care of her until, you know, the day finally comes. And then he's going to come back to Florida. Thoughts on the IK spray foamers? What do you mean by the IK? So just so I understand what you're saying. All it does is rain. What? What are you doing? No. No, Daddy's online right now. No. No, I'm online. He's going to throw a temper tantrum, guys. He's going to throw a temper tantrum. This is what he does when he doesn't get his way. Come on, be a snowflake. Here, let's put your hair. Let's put your hair into a man bun. Let's put his hair up into a man bun. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, let's all be sensitive. Let's all be sensitive. I've got a man bun now. See? I'm cool. I drive a Subaru. I vape all day long. Oh, man. Peace, love for everybody. That's why I think most of those guys are. It's so funny that ever see these big old man buns on these guys. I'm like, you're a grown man with a freaking ponytail. It's just like, really? Hey, guys. Hey. Where do you film your live streams? Well, I'm upstairs, and there's a I don't want to call it, like a small living room upstairs here. So that's where I'm at right now. Search reminds me of a drink from Tropic Thunder, the movie, but I didn't want to say it because the sun's there. You can say whatever you want, man. You should have a man bun. No, I don't think so. I still want to be a man, okay? I don't want to be like a little girly man that has like, hey guys, and you have to wear your shorts, like those little tight shorts, you know, the tight shorts they wear that are halfway up their legs, like it's the 1980s. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And they're like we got to get super tight shirt, like super tight shirts, you know what I mean? And be like, whoa, bro, peace, bro. Like they're the biggest hippies. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It's pretty funny. What? No. Daddy's going to get on here. Skinny jeans. Oh. Put it on your head. It's better than a man bun. Don't have a man bun. That looks crazy. So what you guys want to talk about? I know we've been online already an hour and a half. What would you guys like to discuss right now? I mean, I don't know how long he's going to last. Obviously, he's already starting to whine and cry and all that stuff. So I can't promise you that this stream will last very long tonight, because once he starts raging, it's a no-go. I'll have to get back to watching him. You know what I mean? If you're doing it that way, wash it, clay bar it. You can seal it, then put some sealant on there. And then if you really want to put wax, you don't need to. But if you really want to put wax on it, you can put wax on it then. But all you really need is a sealant. What? No, I'm not spraying any more of that. You're done with that. Look at that drama. Look at that drama. No, give them some more drama. Give them some more drama. We're the snowflake family. Give them some more drama. Tell them how bad you hate Trump. Tell them how bad Trump is and how he locked you away from your family and split you up. And he's the devil incarnate. He's just so bad. Tell them how much we love man buns and stuff. No. See, I don't know how much it's going to last long, guys. I'll just let you know. Once he starts blowing up, I'll have to take care of him because she's already asleep, and I have to make sure he stays quiet for her so she can actually sleep. Favorite car in your garage? The GTR, of course. Your head doing okay? Yeah, she had to take the staples out. So I had a couple of staples in my head from when she hit me with the rear door. It came down and hit my head. That was fun, and she actually took the staples out of my head. That was fun because I was like, great. So the person who did this to my head is now taking the staples out of my head. Thank God she didn't put them in. I mean, geez, they hurt to go in. Staples in your head, dude, oh, they hurt because they can't numb your head. You know, it's not like you're down here. They can just give you a needle, and numb this whole area so you don't feel it. Oh, no. You take the full-on brunt of the staples because they cannot numb your head. The skin on your head is so thin, there's really nothing there, that there's nothing they can really do about it. Where the skin here, there's more to it, so they can easily numb it. So, yeah, that was fun. So I was like this when she was doing it. I was like, God, don't hurt me again, please. Because I was like, is this going to hurt? She's like, a lot of my patients say that it hurts. I'm like, oh, God, again, you're going to hurt me again? And I was like, great. but it really didn't hurt. It only hurt a little bit the one time. But yeah, I have a couple staples that were pulled out. It's pretty crazy. No, Dalton, we're being a little bit funny about stuff because of the fact that the whatchamacallit, those kids are like crazy and everything affects everybody. What kind of pads have you used besides the Hex Logic ones? A lot of Griot's Garage pads and Cobra pads. Cobra just Cobra pads. Griot's Garage, I use a lot of Griot's Garage and the Hex Logic ones. I don't try the GTR too much just because of the fact that I like to keep it clean. It's more of just a toy car for me. It's been raining a lot, so I really don't want to get it all dirty as soon as I drive it. It's a lot easier. I don't have to worry about it as much. I take the Prelude to work, and it's a lot easier than having to worry about the GTR at work. So it's just like whatever. And honestly, I love having my motorcycles. Having a motorcycle is a blast. You can get through traffic so fast, and Kissimmee traffic is the slowest drivers in the world. I can't stand them here. If it says 50, all they're doing is 30 miles an hour, and you're like, "The hell, get out of my way!" They're just the slowest people I've ever seen here. And so it's nice to have a motorcycle and just zipping in on traffic. Put your leg up. Again, I'm having to put your shoe on. Again. Why? Leave it on. Leave your shoe on. I told you. This will not stop. CJ, glad you're enjoying the hangout with us, man. It's always fun hanging out with you guys. It means a lot to me. So how do you like Disney remaking the animated live action? I don't know, man. I just the live action things. This is the way I see those kind of movies. Can you not think of anything new? Do you really have to go back and remake every one of your movies? Why can't you just make a new movie with a new story, period? Why do you have to go back and remake every one of these movies again? That's the way I see it. What? No. No. Get mad. Get mad. Go ahead. Get mad. Tell them how mad you are. Tell the people how mad you are. No. Put your shoe on. Say, oh, Daddy won't play with me. Daddy's being mean to me. Oh, I'm a snowflake. Everything affects me. Oh, I didn't get my way when I was a little kid. And I'm going to throw a temper tantrum. And then I'm going to put on a black hoodie and be like, I'm Antifa. I'm Antifa. Oh, my God. I'm going to throw some beer bottles at somebody. Oh, my God. I'm going to say I'm getting treated so bad. Do you go on vacations a lot? Yeah, we go on vacations all the time. I've been with my company since I was 17 years old. So I have 5 weeks of vacation time per year plus 7 option days. So I take a lot of vacations per year. What? No, I didn't get rid of the white Prelude. It's still over there in Tampa. He was trying to get a free hookup from a Prelude people for an ECU because ECU is bad that's in there. And that's what's been going on. So basically, I'm going to go order a used ECU off of eBay and just send it to him that way. That's what my plan is. Yeah, he's not getting tired. He was actually asleep the entire time we were at the hibachi restaurant. Peekaboo. 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 Asian eyes. He is Asian, so I'm allowed to say that, guys. He is 1/4 Asian, so I'm allowed to say that. Do you like cheese puffs or crunchy? Cheese puffs. This kid loves the Cheeto Paws. Oh my God, this kid just eats them alive, man. Dude, Nathan's a lot of fun to be around. I can't believe my wife's actually saying that maybe in the next year, maybe next year, having another child, because she's getting older now. Obviously, we're not young, and you know how issues with children arise as the older you get. You know, when women have children later in their life, it's a lot more problems. And you know, obviously, we don't look our age, but anything over 35, the problems with kids. It really goes up high. And obviously he's still not talking yet. He's almost 2.5 years old and he's still not talking. So he knows what you want. He knows exactly what you're saying, but he won't talk back. So I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know who any of those people are, Cody, if that helps you out any, because I'm old and I don't like watch stupid stuff. So I don't know, bro. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop. Stop. Going this way. Bye. Bye. Nope. 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 I'm going this way. I'm going this way. This is what I deal with, guys. Oh, why haven't you gotten 10 videos out this week? Right here. This is why I don't get out a million videos a week. Oh, you didn't have a video out on Wednesday? Why didn't you get a video out on Wednesday? Him or the rain? It's usually one or the other. I would say I don't know if you'd call a GTR probably more of a supercar, but it's still kind of like I would almost say it's like the everyday man's because it's a Nissan. Where if it was not, it's not like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or McLaren or anything like that. So I don't know what it would be categorized as. I know it beats many supercars, or it did, especially when it first came out, but I don't know where you would do it. You know what I mean? Do the kids tantrums? No, not too bad. You know, you see him right now. And this will last for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then he'll come back and bug me again. It's just the way it goes until I finally can play. I bought him new cars yesterday, so he wants to play cars with me on top of the coffee table. They have different tastes because Balls is a true energy drink, where Surge is more of just a regular citrus soda with a lot of caffeine in it. I bought him a Porsche and I bought him a McLaren P1. So 2 really nice sports cars. You know what I mean? He's got to start off there. They are. They're on the ground right there. The white one and the red one. That's his cars. Again, he messes up everything around here. It's not me. He just likes to throw everything around the house. Hot Wheels, of course. Hot Wheels. Yeah. Nothing less. Have I ever played golf? Yeah, I played on the golf team when I was in junior high. I played on the golf team in high school when I was in Jacksonville, Florida. But I haven't played here. I played like maybe once or twice on the country club here. JDM Hot Wheels. JDM Hot Wheels. Nathan. You can say VTech kicked in, bro. Say VTech. VTech kicked in, yo. No? Okay, then. Fine, then. I don't care. I played golf for 5 years. Yeah, I played on the junior league when I was in Pensacola, Florida. And then when I went to Jacksonville, Florida for high school, I played on the high school team. And I'm like, one day I will live on a country club. And once we got married, we bought a house on the country club. And that's still generally the way it is. But now we're starting to look at possibly moving out of Kissimmee in the next probably 2 years. Getting to like maybe either Winter Garden or Windermere, Florida, and getting out of Kissimmee altogether. I don't really like Kissimmee that much. So we'll see what happens. What computer do you have? I build my own computers, Aaron. I use an Intel. I have a GeForce 1060 in here right now. I don't play enough games to want to spend any more money on it, but I'm at the point now where the computer and it's starting to definitely show its age, where I probably should go ahead and upgrade. So we'll see what happens in the next couple months. My car does have VTech. The Blue Prelude does have VTech in it. Planning on having more kids. We've talked about it. We've talked about it recently, and she said maybe the next year. That'll put her at 39 years old, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens when it comes up to that. Maybe, but she's more worried, I think, now about her age because with being a 39-year-old woman having a kid, things start to be a little more worrisome. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter which monitor brand you use for the computer. What you're more worried about is resolution and your refresh rate. Resolution or refresh rate is the biggest thing you're gonna have to worry about with a monitor. That's about it. You want a faster refresh rate, so that way you're not getting any blur or anything like that kind of stuff. And for your resolution, most gamers I've seen now are just playing on a 1444, which is 2K resolution. Most even some badass computers can only run a lower end 4K and pure 4K. And I mean, that's blowing away a PS4, Xbox One X. There's no competition. Most of those do some kind of weird way in order to get to 4K. They're like checkerboarding and stuff. They're not using true 4K. So that's generally the way it goes. I don't really have any dream cars right now. I'd rather actually buy a second house. I'd want a small house. I'm not going to get rid of the GTR. I don't have any plans to ever sell it. The car, after this week's paycheck, it'll be down to like 19,000 something I owe on it. So it'll be good to go. What are you doing? Are you Jewish now?
Yeah.
He's Jewish. You hear that? He's Jewish. I don't know if you guys can see this. He has this thing on his head backwards. It looks like a little yarmulke on his head. But no, I don't really. I don't have any plans to ever get rid of the GTR ever. My next plan is to I need to buy a 4-door car probably next year, next summer, next fall, and then I don't know. I'd really like to start working on buying a second house. Is my game plan. I'd like a house out in the mountains out west, but that would probably be about it. I don't really want to. I don't see myself buying another really expensive car. I'd rather see myself buying just an average cars that are nice, and it's rather spending the other money towards a second house somewhere, like a smaller house out west, and we're in the Rockies, where if we want to go skiing with him or we want to go snowboarding, or let's just say, just want to go out hiking and nature and stuff like that. That's what I'd rather do than go crazy on a car, because houses always go up in values where cars go down. Part about Florida, that probably it's warm most of the year round. I was born and raised in Florida, so it's always been that way. I like Windows. I like Windows more than anything else. Mac, they're slow. They're just Windows are more. Everybody has the thing. Everybody uses a computer, so it's a lot better. That's why I like it. Good plan. Yep. We've already looked at it. I think next summer we've already talked around like let's say next May or June, going on a week-long trip where we fly out to Colorado, where my wife's medical school friends. Well, they didn't go to medical school. They were all doctors, and they live out there now. They're him and his wife are both doctors out there in Colorado. And he said, "Hey, you guys should come out and fly out for a couple of days." So we've talked about flying out to Denver and staying right around his house for like a day or two, and then working our way up and stopping like Yellowstone National Forest or Yellowstone National Park out there in like Wyoming, and then going up into Montana to like Glacier National Park. I think that would be a lot of fun for us to do. So we'll see what happens. That's what our game plan is for next year anyways. Do I own a boat? No, I don't own a boat. That'd be nice when Nathan gets bigger, doing outdoor activities. Yeah, for sure. We used to always go to like North Carolina and then Tennessee and stuff like that, and go out there. That's the first time I ever shot a gun, was out there. I was probably like about 5-6 years old. We shot 22s out there. We go out the woods, hiking through the woods and stuff like that, and going up in the mountains and stuff. That was a lot of fun. 4-wheelers and stuff. And that was, I don't know, it's a different world than being in the city world. It's like, nobody cares what you look like, really. Nobody cares what you dress like out in the country. It's just like, go out there and just do whatever you want to do. It's a different world. You're not having to try and look good for somebody or put on a show. Most of those country people are some of the nicest people in the world. If you ever needed anything, they're there for you. It's a different way to, you know what I mean? If shit hit the roof, I would rather be around those people than I'd rather be around the city people, because the city people are going to freak out and go crazy. They don't know what to do, and they're going to go nuts. Where the country people are more laid back. Maybe they don't have as much money, and they really care about each other, and they're going to take care of you, make sure everything's okay. It's just a different world. You know what I mean? It's the way it goes. What would be Nathan's first car? I don't know. It depends, because, he's only 2 years old. So we got 14 years left to consider that. It might be like a Honda Civic or something like that. Like probably used one, nothing new, because as a young person, I feel like you need to learn to drive beforehand. I still remember a girl in my class. She was 16. She got a brand new Pontiac Sunfire. The very first day it was pouring rain, and she totaled it, lost control of it, and went off the road and hit a tree and totaled it out. The very first day she got it, for her 16th birthday, she had a massive wreck and hit the thing. And then her parents, they gave her just like an old junker car after that, and that's what all she had going to school, was like an old beat up junker car. And I feel like you need to learn on a used car before you worry about getting a newer car. I've only owned one new car in my entire life. Every car that I've ever bought besides that has always been used, and it's a lot cheaper buying it used. So let somebody else take all the expensive stuff. I've only ever been to Michigan once, but I've never been to upstate, like the UP, the Uppers or Uppers, or whatever they call them. Upers. Yeah, Upers, what the term is for the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I've never been there. I've been to Lansing, Michigan. We stayed there for like a week, but that was the only place I've ever been in. Lansing, Michigan was nothing more than like regular farmland around it. There was nothing really there. It was all just flat roads. I remember the roads were just horrible. We were driving. It's like boom, 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 boom. We're like, geez, Louise, the roads are horrible up here. But I don't remember anything different. I remember it being cool. It was like July, and it was like 60 something degrees that night. I was like, damn. Or it was like 50s that night. I was like, geez, it's cold up here. Coming from like 90-degree Florida to having like 50s at night, I was like, what the hell? It's cold up here. It's crazy. I go to Walmart. Most people gives me stares when I just wear shorts and sweater. Here, people are so judgmental. I shorts and a sweater. Yeah, you'll still see people. I still see drivers all the time. They'll still be wearing shorts, and they'll have their jacket on delivering, because what they're thinking is, by the time I start running back and forth to all the houses and all the businesses, I'm going to get hot. So I'd rather have shorts on for when I am hot and I'm good to go. So you'll see a lot of the drivers do that. They'll have their jackets on, stuff like that while they're in work, but they still have their shorts on in the morning when it's really cold. But once they start running back and forth between the houses and all the businesses, they get all heated up, and then the shorts are no big deal, and they feel cool again. Midlife crisis means you get too old and you want to feel like you're young again. You still want to be like a young, 20-year-old all over again. So you start buying young toys like little sports cars. You start doing all kinds of just dumb stuff money-wise, and maybe dress differently, and you act differently. You try and still act like you're a 20-year-old or whatever when you're actually in your 40s or 50s. That's why you'll see a lot of these older men buying these Corvette convertibles, and you're like, why the hell do you need a Corvette convertible for? And they just want to act young and hip again. And they're reminiscing on the days, like I still love the 90s cars. I was only a teenager in the 90s, but if I was ever to hit the lottery, I'm telling you, I'd be that old man buying the Integra Type Rs. I'd be buying the NSX, Supras, RX-7s. That would be me. I don't care about the older cars. A lot of newer cars I don't care about, but I would damn sure buy a hell of a lot of those 90s JDM Heroes. I would be all over that stuff. But that's just me. What would be Nathan's dream car? I don't know. I have no idea what he'd want. He doesn't talk yet. Young girls today will crash cars this morning. They look on their phones. Oh, Jesus. 3 different lights today on the way to Epcot. 3 different lights. I had to honk at people here because they just won't go. They're like this. You can see their head doing this the entire time. And the light was green for 4 or 5 seconds, and they're not moving. And I just go, honk. We go 2 lights down, and I get behind another car right at the light. Not moving again. 4 seconds, 5 seconds, honk, and then they just go. It's the funniest thing. 3 times I had to do it today. I'm like, geez, God, get off of your damn phones. It's nuts. Just go up to Mackinac Island and other places near the UP. Oh, see, it's funny how the Michigan people are coming out. I had no idea there were this many Michigan people in here. It's crazy. Island is nice. What? I don't know what you're saying, Melvin. What was your dream car as a kid? I don't know what my dream car was. I guess I didn't really think about it. I mean, you have a lot of cars you like, but that's about it. Like I would love to buy a DeLorean. I'm a Back to the Future fan big time. I would love to own a DeLorean. What? Gonna be like the alien face sucker. What do they call those things? New cars, a Ford Escape. Love it. Oh, okay. I rarely see any Integras. Yeah, Integras used to be everywhere. They were a dime a dozen. I see them once in a while here, but they were a dime a dozen. I think Acura needs to build. I like where they're going with the TLX Type S and the RDX Type S. I feel like they look really good. But I really believe Honda, aka Acura, needs to bring back an Integra. I 100% believe they need to bring an Integra back out again. They need to have the younger audience in it, and they just need to pump it all the way up again. Have some more, pump some more sport back in their lineup. You know what I mean? Do you think car horns sound angry? I don't know. I just always honk the horn everywhere. Around here, I don't even care. I honk horns nonstop. I'm not going to wait at a green light while people just sit there and don't want to move. I'll lay on the horn. Get the hell out of my way. Leland area near Sleeping Bear. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Law in Georgia. You will get a ticket if you're holding your phone. Yeah, but how many cops are near you like that you would even be seen? That's the problem with that. Cops have to actually see you doing it. It's like, okay, well, if you're not near me, then you're not going to see it. No hand stay. Oh, I've got no hands. I've got no hands. I'm going to drive like this. We've got no hands. Ah! Are you doing anything for Labor Day? Not that I know of. I might test out my wife's on the wife's minivan, the Polygloss or whatever from Guerrero's Garage, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Again, if it's raining like it was the last couple of days, it won't matter anyways. Pwah! 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 Yeah, but you guys, the cop has to see it, Tony. If the cop doesn't see it, and he doesn't care to see it, then it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So think of it like that. I'd say, probably 80% of the people on the road nowadays have their phone out. So if they don't see it, what I'm saying, Tony, is you have, let's say, Tony, there's 15 million people living in Georgia, something like that. How many cops are there on the road, Tony? Okay, think of it like that. That's all I'm trying to say. They have to actually see you. there's maybe one cop on the road for every 1,000, 2,000 people per town. It's like, you know, how often is you have cops right next to you? Even here, where there's more police here, I run into a few once in a great while. What do you want? That's just a cup. Go get your cup downstairs. Go get your drink. You should mod the minivan. The minivan already looks nice. It already looks great. That's what I love about the SE minivan. It looks really, really good. I like it a lot, and it's got a lot of power. As a matter of fact, today I was going to head towards Disney, and there's so you have 2 lanes. You know, doing this left-hand turn lane. Well, once you take the left, there's an outdoor shopping mall here, and I see what people do all the time. They always do this, floor it, and then they cut over. So this girl didn't want to wait behind me. So she was going to do this and then floor it. And then when we made the turn, floor it and then try and cut over and go all the way over. Well, I saw what was happening. I knew it because I do it. And I was in the right lane. But she didn't want to wait behind me. She was going to just take off and go. She had this old-ass piece of crap Hyundai Elantra from like the early 2000s, right? I knew I had her all day long. The minivan has a 296 horsepower V6 engine. Her piece of crap Hyundai from the early 2000s is like 130 horsepower. I knew I had her dead to rights. Her car would look like crap too. So when we went off the thing, I going up this, catch up with her all the time, and then she's trying to floor it. I floored her, went, whoa! I just pulled away from her. She finally had to slam on the brakes, and then she does this, zoom all the way over 2 or 3 lanes, and then to go into the thing. She was so mad. I put on the hazard lights, like I beat her, and I was just laughing. My wife was like, "You're just being stupid." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I knew exactly what she was doing. She should have stopped being lazy. She should have just waited behind me." But no, she wanted to do that, and she picked the wrong person to race against. You're racing a car that's more than double the horsepower. I don't care if the van is bigger. It's more than double the horsepower. You're going to damn well lose. And she got her ass waxed. She couldn't beat me. I was just trolling her. Like I was keeping up with her the whole time. And I wouldn't let her pass. Then as soon as she tried to floor it, then I floored it. And I just kind of walked away from where I left her standing. So she had to slam on the brakes and then go all the way over. What do you want? What do you want? He's like a drama queen. Imagine you put GTR motor in. Oh, it would be ridiculously fast. You know, Nissan took a GTR engine and they put it in the Juke. And they call it the Juke whatever. I forgot what it's called. And they actually had it running. It was a perfectly running vehicle. They took the GTR engine and put it in the Juke. So imagine having a light vehicle like that in a GTR engine. It was nuts. Oh, my God. Selfies. How old is your mom? Like I guess I'm getting older now. So, like who takes selfies? Like, I always see kids take selfies, or mostly younger girls take selfies. Again, I'm getting older now, so I guess I don't see these things. I have notified not as many I've noticed not as many hold phones. Imagine a thing. Most new cars are hands-free. Yeah, my GTR has hands-free, and my Prelude, because I have the bigger, nice high-end head unit, it has hands-free as well. But I'm still people still look at their Instagram, or they look at Facebook at lights, or their text while they're at lights, and that's where the thing comes in. It's not just talking on the phone. Talking on the phone is no big deal. It's it's the other stuff when you're looking down at it, because you can drive like this all day long and just talk on the phone. It's really no big deal. It's this. That's what gets you when you're looking down at your phone the whole time. What are you trying to do? That's my watch. That's my watch. Would you buy Aston Martin? There's a guy in the neighborhood with Aston Martin, but no, no. Yeah, 296 horsepower is good. It's a powerful engine. The neighbor has a Tesla. I don't know. They're just not for me. I'm not trying to be, I guess, a save the earth, Greenpeace hippie type person that buys a Tesla. It's just not my kind of thing. Here. But can your wife check Instagram? Hands-free, Tony. No, she can't. I've got to be like, like. And that's where the problem gets to. Or Facebook, they're like, did you see what Jenny just posted? Oh my God, that bitch. Oh no. And that's how it works out. You get what I'm trying to say now. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what always happens. The drama. It's like, oh. They're like, oh my God. Do you see what Billy just did? Did you see what Johnny just posted? Oh, stuff crazy. Hyper. What do you mean? I'd rather have exotic cars versus muscle cars. I'm not much of a muscle car person. I like just exotic cars. That would be me. And I like JDM. I'm more Japanese friendly than I am muscle cars. Do you like all the safety features on Sienna? Automatic braking when you car stop? Only the new Sienna has it. Only the 2019s have it. When they did the facelift of it, but the when we have the 2017 or 2018, I can't remember which one. I think we have the 2017. It doesn't have it in it at all. Hey, Nathan. Marcel says hi. Say hi. Oh, don't be rude. Don't be rude, bro. Don't be rude. Wave. Wave at them, Nathan. That was a weak wave. Give me a new wave. Give me a better wave. You wave. You wave right now or you get tortured. You get tickle tortured. No? Okay, fine then. You can get down. Have you ever thought about homeschooling, Nathan? No, I am not patient enough for that. I have a patience issue, Jacob. I've always had it. I would not do it. My parents were both teachers. My dad was actually a school principal. And then he went on to teach college. I couldn't do it. I would rather send him to we're going to send him to a private school. The schools in this area are not that good. We're going to send him to a private school. Again, we're probably going to look to move to a different home in probably the next 2 years. And that's what we're looking at now is for schools in the area. And the Windermere schools are like all A-rated schools. And right around the whole area where he'd be at school at, whether it's in the Winter Garden, Windermere area, is like all top like 10 A-rated schools and everything. It's the rich side of town. So, of course, they're going to have the best schools and the best teachers, the best everything. So that's generally what happens. What? Well, put your shoe on. Put your shoe on. Why can't you put your shoe on? Come here. Put your shoe on. There you go. You're done. You're done. When was Nathan born? He was born in 2016. He is 2 years old. What? What? Bye. 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 Take care. Take care. Uh-oh. 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 Drama. Drama. Don't have a kid if you're not willing to deal with this right here. And then this will cost more than Tacoma. A loaded Sienna is like $45,000. If you want like the limited version, it's like $45,000 ticket price. Hell, a damn Escalade now are like $98,000. They're stupid priced. No. No. Get mad. Show everybody you're getting mad. I'll play with you in a bit. We're going to play cards in a bit, but not right now. We'll play cards in a little bit, but not right now. Do you live close to Bricks? I don't know who that is, Elias. I have no idea who that is. I'd love a Tacoma. Too expensive. CJ, TRD model. Yep. What month was he born? He was born in March, Adam. Would you like to know his Social Security card as well? Social Security number as well, Adam? But he was born in March of 2016. The new Honda Odyssey is $50,000. If you want it fully loaded, yeah. But the thing I noticed, the sticker price on our minivan was like $39,000 for the SE model, which had leather and it had navigation and power, everything under the sun. There was very little difference between the Ultimate. I think gave you reclining seats, like the captain's chairs in the second row. They actually had legs that kick out like this, like a reclinable chair. But who really cares about that? And I think it had one or two other things, but they were boring looking. Like her van has the sportier looks with the SE model on it. It has like the little wing on the back and the different better wheels and stuff. It was cheaper. I'm like, what's the difference? Why do I want to get that? And we ended up getting it out the door for $34,000. So she only owes $20,000 left on it. We just bought it last year. So we don't play around with our bills. We pay everything extra. We just stay out of debt. Like her credit and my credit is amazing because of it. For $98,000, any other SUV is better than the Escalade and the price. Oh man. Look up a Navigator. Navigators are 90-something thousand as well. Every vehicle is getting expensive. It's not like back in the day when a brand new Escalade was like 50-something thousand. They're just too much more than that now. You know what I mean? What do you want, sir? What do you want? What do you want? No, talk to everybody. You talk to everybody. You talk to them. You talk to them. He's having a good old time here. He's having a good old time. Wow, jeez, temperamental. Oh, by the way, guys, we're only like 200 subscribers away from 25,000. So make sure you start watching the videos once I hit around 25,000. because I will be doing a very big giveaway, but I'm not going to announce it in the title that it's a 25,000 subscriber giveaway. I don't want anybody to know that because I don't want random people who aren't my subscribers to get a chance to win the prizes I'm going to be doing. So please understand that as the time gets close, make sure you take a few minutes to watch every single video. Even if you hit the play button and walk away, do whatever you got to do, but keep an ear onto it because I will be doing a giveaway, but I will not be announcing. It will not be in a title that I'm doing a giveaway. So please understand that. Leave your shoe on. I'm so sick of you pulling it off. Leave the shoe on. If you could choose between one JDM car from the 90s, what would it be? I would say it would either be between an NSX or a Toyota Supra Turbo. One of the two. NSX has better looks, but the Supras are still very good looking, and they have a great iconic look to them. But I think the NSX has an exotic look to it, which is really cool. Even though they're slow, they're not fast cars, but they're really good. Have you seen? There's a British YouTube company, has a big YouTube channel. They raced a Civic Type R versus an NSX from the 90s, and the Civic Type R beats it. And you're just like, what? You know, and I knew that because NSX they only had like 280 or 290 horsepower. They were not powerful, but it beats it. So it's pretty crazy when you see them. It's pretty nuts. F-150 Raptor. I would have no use for that. Why would I don't haul anything anywhere. Like I rarely haul anything anywhere. It's so rare, and we just put it in the back of the minivan. Yeah, Masters has it. A Limitless car does. Wax Gods does. Chemical Guys does. Why don't you go bug mommy for a little bit? Go to mommy. Go to mommy. He's throwing a temper tantrum. Favorite car from the 80s. Ooh, 80s was like kind of a really rough time for cars. They really didn't have a lot of cars out that looked good. I would probably go back to the DeLorean. I love the DeLorean. Again, Back to the Future car. And I think it was so futuristic with the gold wing doors. I think that probably the best. But the 80s were when Toyota and Honda were really starting to make some strides in America and really show that they could make cars that would last for 20 years, which is basic maintenance. And then now it's like, now then 90s they've taken over. Stop. Show them how mad you are. Show them how mad you are. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Have you always loved it? I grew up as a teenager in the 90s. I was a teenager. I graduated from high school in the late 90s. So I was right at the prime when 90s cars were huge. JDM was huge. 2000s were very boring cars in the 2000s. So I was very much a kid. That's why I like the 90s. You got to remember, I came up in a time where American cars were meant to be bought and paid off in 3 years. And in 3 years, they literally completely fell apart. We had one. We had a Chevy, 1988 Chevy Celebrity. The third year or we had it, the transmission completely went. 3 years in, less than 100,000 miles, completely gone. And my dad had to pay something like $1,000, $1,500 to have it redone. Stop, please. So that's the kind of generation I grew up in. Honda came in. You can just do oil changes or whatever service, and your car's going to last you for 10 years without a problem. And so I saw that. I saw how cheap they were to insure. Not as much anymore. I get that because kids, ruin the Civic name. But, you could have these cars for so cheap and put mods on them and go quick with your insurance still being low. Like you put a Civic versus a Mustang. The insurance on a Mustang is out through the roof, even in the 90s. Where the Civic, the insurance company was like, oh, that's a cheap little commuter car. That's half the price of the Mustang. Well, so that's what basically people did. They got a cheaper car, cheaper on insurance. Parents were like, oh, it's a little Honda Civic. That's generally happened. And you could do a lot more to them, and it was just going to last forever, where, that Mustang is going to be falling apart in a couple of years. It was terrible. Nowadays, American cars have much better quality, but their reputation, especially my generation stuff, you see that where the cars just never lasted. They were garbage cars, terrible fit and fitment, where Honda just makes cars that would last, and so did Toyota. So that's why I like Japanese cars so much. Now, in the 2000s, none of the Japanese cars made anything worth a shit. Even in most of the 20 teens, most of the cars have been just dull boxes on the road. They just don't care. The recession, I think, hurt a lot of them. I think the only sporty car that even came out was the FRS BRZ, which is very underpowered. They don't want to listen to their people. They wanted a 240 horsepower, 250 horsepower car, but and they never made it. You know, that's fine. You have a 200 horsepower version for regular people. But if you want the GT, or let's just say STI version of BRZ, it should have came with 240 horsepower. Easily be able to be done. All the shops are doing it, and that's the way it should have been for the people who did want the speed. But again, they didn't listen. Nobody made cars. The young people could afford. The Civic Si is the last holdout that anybody could afford. The S2000s, nobody could afford. How many people can afford a brand new GTR? Very few, let alone a used one. I mean, the Z was also probably the last one, the 370 or 350Z during the 2000s. But the 350Z was, $30,000. I remember going and looking at it, and I'm like, I can't afford $30,000. And it's just the way it is. We needed something in the $20,000 range, and there was nothing left. Preludes were all gone. Celicas were all gone. Just basically everything was gone. There was nothing left to pick from. So it's like boring car or boring car. Yeah, I'll just get a used older car from the 90s, thanks, and I'll save my money. And that's what a lot of people do. They still do to this day. Yeah, they're really cheap, real cheap. Would you buy a Lamborghini for 125? I don't know. I'd probably get it checked. They're very expensive cars to fix. I would definitely have it checked before I would ever buy anything that expensive, especially that expensive. What's up? Late to the party. What's up, Dunzor? How you doing, boss? Oh, we're just chilling out right now. My son's starting to have a little middle meltdowns here and there. I'll probably have to go here soon, but I'm glad that you guys got to stop by at least for a little while. You know what I mean? It's always welcome to have you here. Talking about some of the things that's been going on. I'm talking about 90s cars actually right now, which is a good time. I always love my 90s cars. Again, if I was to suddenly hit the lotto tomorrow and we had 20, 30 million, I'd be finding an auto broker or whoever that would do nothing but scour the country and like bargain basement finds, or just it's been sitting in grandma's garage for years, and I would tell them these are the certain cars I want, go find them. And that's essentially what I would do. And I'd have a big building built, one of those metal buildings where I could have it completely weatherproofed in, and I would just put tons of cars in it from the 90s. That's essentially what I would do, so that way I could just come and go as I pleased. I haven't used any Amos oil yet. I'm sorry, Albert, I don't know. Oil do I use? The oil in it is the GTR has modal, the racing oil, the modal racing oil. When I had my 370Z, I used to only put in Mobil 1 full synthetic. My Prelude, I think, just has regular Pennzoil or something like that that's in there. Nothing crazy in the Preludes. Would I put NOS? No, because it tends to tear up your stuff. I don't want to tear up my car after a while. You know what I mean? I know what you mean. First generation Gallardos are under 100,000. However, the upkeep on I can't see that. Now, a lot of the GTR owners that you see across the country, I'm in a Facebook group for GTR owners in the country. So many of them are selling their GTRs and moving up. They either move up to mostly Lamborghini Gallardos, like you said, or they go to using McLarens. That's the two cars they all go to. I've seen one or two go to an Audi R8. But I don't really see the R8 as anything really crazy and fancy. But it's usually Lamborghinis or McLarens. I see it all the time. Mostly Lamborghinis, then McLarens, and then a couple have gone to the R8s. But that's normally the next logical step, I guess, for the GTR owners is to sell their GTR for 60, 70,000, buy a used Gallardo or something like that for 100 and change, and then they have this massive down payment and they finance 40 or 50 grand on a Gallardo. And that's what I see so many guys do. Or they go buy a McLaren for, $140,000, $150,000 and have a McLaren. So, it's whatever. It's funny Japanese cars being made, the Americans made and things. It's where the money goes. What's cheaper to have it done here? It's cheaper to not deal with import taxes and shipping if the Japanese cars are made in the United States for the North American market. It's a lot cheaper than shipping and paying tariffs and import taxes and all that nuts because it's made here in the United States. It's a lot cheaper, and it works out. Have you ever drifted? No, I don't really drift. I've done it a few times in the 370Z when I didn't mean to, especially in the wet. Man, the 370Z in the wet are so squirrely. They're horrible. They just, I don't know. They just lose traction like crazy in the rain. You see so many Z owners totaling their cars here in the rain. They'll throw them into the ditch. They'll throw them into a pole. They'll throw them into the wall. They'll just be driving down the road, and I cannot tell you how many times it happened. I'd be just doing a 70 down the interstate during the rain, and the car would just start doing this, and you're like, holy crap, and you just get off the gas immediately. You just keep the wheel straight. You don't try and fight the thing and then I'd wait till you could feel the the traction pick up again. But dear God, I mean, the Z was so squirrely in the rain, it was nuts. Most of the people, the local Z group online, they say while it's raining, don't drive the Z. Just take out your daily driver. Do not drive the Z in the rain, because so many people. And this year alone, I bet I've seen 15 wrecks, 15 Zs total across Central Florida, from Tampa to Daytona, just because they drive in them, not crazy, just driving 70 miles an hour down the interstate, and it just suddenly just loses traction and it's gone. You're in a wall, or you're in the ditch somewhere, and the car's totaled. And it's just like, holy crap! And not being a dumbass, just driving down the road. So where the GTR being all-wheel drive, just it's no big deal. It just keeps on going, no big deal. RX-7 runs on the BRZ, no power. The RX-7, you can easily build it up, especially the 90s one. Oh, you can build them up pretty good. How's the Surge? Haven't had one of those kids. Oh, man, you got to get some, bro. They're all over Racetrack, 7-Eleven, Shell stations, Kangaroo stations. Dude, go pick up some. I know they got some over where you live over there. I mean, they're like $1 or something for the big cans. These are 16-ounce cans. I just buy like 3 or 4 at a time, and I drink them once in a while. I don't drink them all the time, obviously, but I drink them once in a while. Yes, Pooh. If the Accord Type R gets released, I will, and let's just say hypothetically that this fall, in the fall, the spring, the auto shows are coming up, and they say Honda gets a crazy wild hair up their ass and says, you know what? We're going to release a Accord Type R for a 2020 model. It's going to have a V6 in it. They're bringing back the V6, which I guarantee they're going to bring back anyways. We slap the turbo on. It's going to have 360, 370 horsepower. And it's going to have like a small wing on the back, not a giant wing on it, but a small wing, just a basic body kit, different wheel suspension. I'm there. I'm done. That's my car right there. You know me by now. As a matter of fact, what is the review channel for? Do you guys watch car reviews on YouTube? There are these 2 guys that are out there in like Colorado or something like that, and they test cars all the time. I think they have like 500-something thousand subscribers. So I was watching a heads up, the brand new Accord versus brand new Camry, and they put a race. They raced them and did all that stuff. The Accord blew away the V6 Camry every single time in the race. Anyways, they actually brought it up, and they said, what if the Honda brought an Accord Type R? And they were just like, oh my God, that would be perfect. And they would be V6 with a 6-speed. I mean, the guys were going nuts. They're like, dude, that'd be amazing. That was the first big, massive YouTubers I've ever seen suggest an Accord Type R version. I was just like, please, if Honda were to see that, hopefully they do. I mean, they've got like 600,000 subscribers. These guys are huge. And so hopefully they do see him. Dude, I think, please keep telling them. I've talked to Honda Pro Jason. I've said, please contact them and let them know. I would love it. I would love it. Worst case of road rage. I've had some people cut me off and slam in front of me and stuff like that before. I've seen all kinds of stupid shit before. It's just, you got to really watch yourself when you're out there. You can get mad, but you've got to learn to get out of the situation as soon as you can. You don't want to linger in there. You guys got to see that shooting that happened was a week or 2 ago here in Polk County. It's the next county over from me. The one guy hit the Uber driver with his car or something and pulled in front of him and slammed on the brakes and got out. He said, what, you want me to shoot you? I got my gun. I'll shoot you. And the Uber driver went, fuck you, and done, and killed the guy. These is where you get crazy. It's like, just keep your mouth shut. Get out of the situation. If you are ever in a bad situation there, and I've been there before, where you're mad, they're mad, just turn around, go the other direction, screw it. You'll get back home 20, 30 minutes later, but you're going to get back, no problem. Just turn around, go the other way, leave the situation as soon as possible. I've had people, you can see them where they're just like tailgating you forever, and they're following you all the way home, and they're like, dude, you wouldn't take this many turns to follow me home. So you just keep on trucking, you just keep going right past your house, and you turn into some random neighborhood, and they finally keep blowing by on you. You turn around and come back around this other way, and I don't lead them towards where I live. So, I mean, I've had some crazy ass shit go down like that before, but I really try and avoid it. I try and get ahead of people, get away from those people and leave them in the dust. Toyota Tundra is made in Texas with F-150. I don't remember where it's made. In fact, Tundra is made the most American. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're starting to see more companies for sure coming back to America after Trump and stuff like that. So they are bringing back more and more factories to America. So we'll see what happens. But you're right about that. I don't know exactly where the Tacoma's meant, but I know the Tundra is made here. I know the Highlander is made in, I think it's Indiana, and so is the Toyota Sienna. And then, of course, the Camry's made in the United States. I mean, the Corolla is made like in, I can't tell you how many different factories. So It all depends where you got your Corolla from, because Corollas are made in like 10 different factories around the world, so it's not like just one. But you're right about that. I think the 4Runner is still made in Japan. It's the only like Japanese SUV that's still 100% Japanese. But I don't know where the Tacoma is made. Sorry. Have you ever crashed a car? Yes, I've been hit twice. I've been rear-ended twice where it scratched up my bumper and stuff pretty good. They had to get new bumpers. I have been T-boned once where somebody hit me when I was living in Clearwater, Florida, totaled out my car. And then I've rear-ended somebody here when I first moved to Kissimmee. It was pouring rain. The people slammed on the brakes in front of me for some fucking stupid reason. And we hydroplaned into them. I hit them at like 10 miles an hour. So my insurance had to cover. I scratched up their bumper. I was just like, what the, and I knew I couldn't yell at the girl because I knew I was in the wrong. And we didn't have to call the cops or anything. I just said, I'll pull over in the parking lot and we'll call the insurance company immediately. And we did, and everything worked out. I just scratched her bumper some. And that was the worst. But that was the only accident that I've ever caused. Everything else has been just like I've been hit by just bad drivers. I think is Kentucky. I think we could be wrong. What is Nathan doing? He's just going crazy right now. He wants attention is what he wants. He wants me to play cards with him and stuff. So I'll probably get off here in a little bit so that way I can play cards with him. Stop. He keeps trying to turn my chair around. See? He's trying to turn my chair around so that way I'll play with him. See? Here we go. Watch. What? What do you want? What do you want? See, he wants to play cars. See, he wants to play cars. Give me the car. Give me one of the cars. Give me one of the cars. No, you give me the car. Give me the car. Triggered. 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 Tacoma also made in Texas. Okay, see, I didn't know. That's good. Stop. 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 Yeah, we're about done here, guys. I think this is gonna not last very much longer. As you can see, it's getting louder and louder. So I'm gonna have to get off here in a little bit. How is it like living in an apartment alone? Fine, no big deal. Just another day, no big deal. And then I had a 2-bedroom place when I lived in Pensacola. I had my own 2-bedroom standalone place. And I rented that for 6 years before I moved down here to Kissimmee. What's a good Alcantara cleaner? It's kind of hard with that stuff. You really want to treat it really good. There is a lot of stuff that's just like a general all-purpose stuff. Like I think some of the stuff like no nonsense. You want to get some kind of fabric cleaner, but you really want to test it in a small area. You know what I mean? Good night, CJ. What car is Nathan's favorite from the toys? I don't know. He likes all kinds of cars. Thoughts on Tesla? They're okay. Nothing just blows my mind about Tesla. My neighbor right next door has one from Indiana. It just sits in their garage. When they only actually drive it when they're down here. Good car under $10,000 that won't fall apart. Toyota Corolla, which suck. I would not buy it. I would tell you to get a Honda Civic. Used car under $10,000. As long as it's in good running condition, it'll last forever. Just change the oil, do the basic maintenance on it, flush all the fluids as soon as you buy it used, and then you'll be fine. It'll last you for years. Do you like Elon Musk? I don't know. I don't ever follow the guy, so I don't know. He's like, come on, Dad. Yeah. I'll have to actually get off here in a few minutes, guys. You guys see how it's getting. He's starting to get worse and worse and worse. So he has the cars already lined up on the coffee table back there. You see him? So he wants to play cars with me, and he will get bent out of shape here in a few minutes. This will probably be the last time before he just completely blows his lid. So that's a good Alcantara cleaner. Yeah, that is true. I didn't even think about that. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. Sometimes I don't think about this stuff. Would you buy an RX-7? An old school one from the 90s with a turbo one? Yes, but only if I had the extra money to blow. But other than that, I wouldn't. I like the new Corolla hatchback, and I think the sedan is going to be like. I think the hatchback is going to be a hot among the younger people. I think you're going to see a lot of Stance Nation rolling around with the new Toyota Corolla hatchback. I think they're going to be everywhere. You're going to see wheels on them like this, and they're going to be like every little bump in the road, and it'll be funny. But you'll see them everywhere. Give it a year or two. before they go down to like, $18,000-$19,000, and you're gonna see wheels like this on those bitches. It'll be ridiculous. Shout out to all my Puerto Ricans. Oh, Boricua. I don't know why, but they love to do that. They love the sideways wheels. It's just something I learned. You know what I mean? It's just like, like the Dubs and the 22s or 24s on the big, Cadillacs or Dodge Chargers. It's just like some groups like their different style of car. I don't know what it is. Boricua. They like their sideways wheels. I don't know. It's just one of the things I've learned. And just a different culture down here. No, not to stance anything. You're crazy. Next live stream will be next Sunday night like usual. Hello from Dr. Sudsey from Missouri. Thoughts on Dodge Dart? It's just a commuter car. Nothing fancy. Kroll hatchback is the backwards. Look awesome. Product for tomorrow. No product has been made because I didn't have any time this weekend. It's been raining and we've been doing the family all weekend. Yeah, he's getting close to blow, guys. You can see he's starting to really like his temper is like this long. Oh. I don't know if he's tired. He's just blowing up. I don't know what his deal is, so we'll see. But yeah, I don't have a product for tomorrow. I plan though to maybe make an introduction for that new company called the Wax Shop. They sent me all their products. I'm thinking about doing that introduction here, and we'll see what happens. See, he's back again. So he's going to drive me nuts. He will not be long until he blows his top. Would you agree that the Civic Type R is completely overstyled? It's what it's geared for. Okay. Remember, it's the fastest front-wheel drive car in the Nürburgring. It also set the record for front-wheel drive. The wing is actually functional on the back of it. It's just whatever you want. It's like a WRX STI with a giant wing. Okay. It's geared for a certain person, just like an F-150 is geared for a certain type of person. Obviously, I'm not interested in those kind of things, but they're very popular nonetheless with their people. You know what I mean? Yeah, my son's getting pretty fast, Angelina. Getting pretty fast. He's 2 years old. Well, he's almost 2.5 now. We'll be going on another cruise here in a month, so that should be fun. I think he's getting tired. I don't know if he's getting tired or he's just like whatever. You know what I mean? You want to say hi to Angelina? Say hi to Angelina Lopez. Miss Lopez, if you will. Oh, sorry, Angelina. Sorry, not interested right now. It's like, hey, Angelina. Nathan, we'll get the short temp. Don't hit me, please. From his wife. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bad tempers. What are you doing? What do you want? Get it. What do you want? Get it. What do you want? There you go. He's trying to reach for something on the desk. I don't know what he's trying to get this thing out. Get it. There you go. He's got it now. So there you go. Thirsty. I'm thirsty too. I'm thirsty. Oh man. If you guys watch Instagram, have you guys seen Instagram and you see any of these, like, let's call them like cutesy girls. They'll be in like a bikini and they'll be washing the car. Like, who goes out there in like a thong bikini and washes your car? And it's like all bent over being like, I'm cleaning the wheels. And they get all these Instagram pics. It's like, you're only doing it for one reason. You're only doing this for one reason. Of course, they get all these thousands of likes. And then you have the haters come out. And then you have the white knighting people come out saying, don't talk bad about her. And I'm like, oh my God, it's as clear as day. Like, who goes out in a thong bikini and is out there washing the car and be like, what? Don't you wear your thong bikini when you're out here washing your cars too? It's like, come on. And then you have somebody take pictures of you at the same time. It's just so like pandering to these just horny dudes. It drives me up the wall. I'm like, oh my God, because I can see it all day long. I know what they're doing. I know they're using their body and their sex for free likes or views or whatever, or free donations, like the Twitch girls do. And it's so funny that so many guys just eat it up. And then you have the other one. They come in their white knight form and actually say like, whatchamacallit? Like, they'll be like, oh, no, don't make fun of her. And you're like, oh, geez, Louise. It's so funny. I actually do, Dalton. I have a little private thing. It's called AccordsBikiniShots.com. You can go ahead and check it out. I'll be doing that. I'll be doing those. Sex does pay. You are 100% right about that. Every single time. Look at the Twitch channels now, the big Twitch channels. Those girls aren't even playing video games. They're having recorded gameplay in the bottom corner, really small bottom corner of your screen, right? And they're out there like, so how you doing, guys? I'm just playing the video game. Isn't this a great game? And you're like, you're not even playing, bitch. And they had to shut down so many of those channels. And those girls are literally getting money thrown on them faster than they do at a strip club. Literally, they don't even have to get naked. And these guys are throwing hundreds and hundreds of dollars at them at a time. And you're just like, what the hell? And that's why these people are doing it. And I understand why they're doing it. It's just I'm not that gullible and I'm going to fall for it. Like, oh, this girl's suddenly going to like me. It's like, shut up. These girls do not like you. They don't give two shits about you. Just like the girls in the strip club. They do not care about you. So wait, Tom, Jesus, Tom, stop. Don't be giving these hoes any money. Jeez. Maybe we'll get it done tomorrow. I'll do the minivan in it. And I mean, I'm going to have people take pictures of me too, because clearly people just take random pictures of me while I wash my car. That's what we do. I think it's just so funny. When you see one of those girls in big, there's those things I just keep on scrolling, you know, because I see Chemical Guys. Chemical Guys has them a lot. They'll be like this. These girls like this. And I'm just like, bullshit. Come on, like really? And of course they put them on. They put them up there, and I'm just like, dude, you're pandering to them. So now these girls are getting even more likes and more views, and oh my god, you're just feeding into it. So I don't know. I won't feed into it. Nope, won't do it. So I don't even like those videos. Most car stuff like that, I'd like, you know, whatever. Hey, person's cleaning, good results in car cleaning. I don't care. Like button. When I see those, I'm like, nope, and I just keep on scrolling. It's pretty bad. I don't know when it ends. Sometimes sometimes he has like a complete breakdown, so I have to go. But this is why I don't get to play much video games and stuff like that, and do as much as I want to. As a matter of fact, I have the new World of Warcraft Collector's Edition. I haven't even opened it up yet. I'm just like, meh. I'll get to it when I get to it. I haven't played much World of Warcraft in years anyways, but I still like to play video games once in a while, and I used to like that game back in the day. But nowadays, I don't have the time for it anymore. I don't have time for much of anything anymore. That like the Nintendo Switch over there, it has so much dust on it, it's ridiculous. Do you have an Instagram? Of course I do, Jacob. It's Accord79, just like it is. ACC0RD79, Accord79. Oh, I don't use it quick, Angelina. We go slow wax. Chemical Guys girl is pretty hot, though. Come on, Tom. You know she's just doing it because you're going to donate to her or something like that, or you're going to go those people, I don't want to say that they're sluts, but they are whoring themselves out pretty good on Instagram because they want those attention. They want those likes, and they want those follows. And maybe they want some donations. You know what I mean? It's just, nope, can't do it. Can't do it. Terrible. What are you doing now? I don't know what he's doing. Turtle Wax over Chemical Guys. Actually, a lot of Turtle Wax products are actually better than Chemical Guys. I will tell you that. And Turtle Wax every single year gets better and better and better and better. I was supposed to go up and visit them again a couple weeks ago when we went to Illinois. Well, obviously, we were left staying the night in the Chicago O'Hare Airport overnight, right? Well, I've contacted them. They said, we'd still like to see you. So I said, okay, I'll fly up and let's stay on Thursday night. I'll rent a car. We'll stay right there near their place in Addison, Illinois, get a hotel, and we'll just rent a car. We'll only stay in the Chicago area, so we don't have to worry about traffic or anything. Or, weather. It's just like we land there and be fine. Yeah, he's getting close to blowing up. What are you doing? No. Go cry with mommy. Why don't you go bug mommy like this? He's blowing up, guys. He's blowing up. It won't be much longer till he's gone. But I'm thinking about probably sometime around October. I'm thinking about flying up there on like a weekend trip to Chicago and going and hanging out with Turtle Wax again. Probably doing I've already talked to him about it, like a meeting on a Friday. So I'd fly up on like a Thursday night, taking a night flight up there for cheap, staying the night, getting a hotel and everything there, and like a small rental car, and then fly back on a Sunday. That would be my game plan right there. That's what we're looking at. I've already looked it up. Flights to Chicago round trip are only like $140 something. They're dirt cheap from Orlando straight into Chicago. So it would work out really good. There's a video from thumbnail. The girl is half naked, thumb down is high. I don't know. Again, I don't. I won't do it. I can't clickbait like that. You know, that's against all my principles to clickbait. Clickbaiting was so rampant, you know, back in the day, and I swore I wouldn't clickbait or anything. Every one of my thumbnails has the actual product in it. There's nothing going crazy about it. It literally is the product directly in front of the screen. That way, if somebody's genuinely looking for a review on it, they can take time and actually look at mine. They know exactly what it's going to be about. It's not like there's a half-naked girl sitting in front of it, and then you see, hey, look, there's some HD speed in the background. That's what this video is about, but check these out at the same time. You know, that you won't see that. It's just this picture and this picture alone. And that's what I try and do. I let everybody know this is what it's about. No crazy stuff. This is my thoughts on it. You can take it or you can leave it, but at least you can hear at least one person's opinion, and then you can watch other people's opinion, or you can decide if you like it from there. That's the way I try to do it. You ever use Jack's Wax? No, I haven't. I'm sorry, I haven't. You're only 10. Thanks, Marcelo is not the one you look. Oh, sorry, Angelina. Sorry, Marcel. Sorry about that, you guys. Gotta go, Aaron. Take care, man. What's your take on blue coral wax? Pass. Hard pass. Anything blue coral is very cheap. I would say hard pass on that. Just go out for like a McGuire's or Mother's. You're going to do way better. You know what I mean? Is Nathan scared might take a peek? What? What is... Chaz scared Nathan might take a peek at what? I don't understand. A peek at what? Give me the damn car. Give me the car. You better give me the car. Throw me the car. Throw me the car. Fine then. I'm not going to play cars with you then. He wants me to play cars, and as soon as I ask for the car, he's like, nope, you're not getting it now. So that's the way it goes. It's pretty funny. It's fun having a kid, though. I like I said, we've talked about possibly maybe next year, next summer, next fall, having a second kid, but we'll see what happens. I mean, she's getting older, so she's kind of worried about it, you know. So, and she has a very, very short temper. So I don't know if we will have another kid or not. We'll see what happens when we get ready for it. I don't know. I dare you to tell Nathan we can't play cars. We can't play with cars right now. Hey, we can't play with cars right now. Okay? Done. Done. See? No big deal. He didn't even care. He's just like, whatever. He's like, I already know that. I used to come up, guys. Battery wet wax on my girlfriend's dad's Mustang, and I felt bad. It's awful. Ouch. Ouch. Well, hold on, Tom. Did your girlfriend get in a bikini and stand next to the car, and then you get a picture of her just doing this with the wax? If you did, that'll help out your Instagram really quick. I'm telling you. That's all you need, boss. That's all you need. You could have had your picture, her picture, on Instagram from Chemical Guys. They would have taken it. I've had a lot of my pictures from Instagram been copied by them. As a matter of fact, 303 copied my picture today. I have a lot of stuff that gets copied. It's pretty crazy, but it's the way it goes. There you go, Angelina. But she's older now. She's 38 years old. So the problem is, of course, with ladies, you have more problems the older you get having kids. So that's what she's worried about. So, and I don't know, her temper is like this short. Her fuse is. So right now it sets him off. He sets her off pretty bad sometimes. So I don't know. Having two would probably like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times she's like, he's more than enough. I don't really want any more. And then sometimes she's like, well, maybe I'll have one more. I'm like, so what's it going to be? You know, you don't want to accidentally get pregnant or get pregnant. And then now I really don't want a second kid. And a second one's going to drive me even more nuts. So what do you do? Yeah, we're on Eastern time, but it's because we sleep in late. I work evenings normally, Lambert. So he stays up with me. And so we sleep late during the day. And that's why he's still up. Like, I think he got up today around 3 p.m. But we were up like stupid late last night. He was so wired last night that he did not want to sleep. And so, yeah, it was like really late at night by the time he finally went to bed. So it's crazy. Well, Tom, why didn't you get a lot of pictures and put that up on Instagram and have her holding the buttery wet wax? You would have been all over their Instagram account. It would have been perfect. All right, Jacob. All right. But if your first child was a girl, it wouldn't have mattered. Girl or boy never mattered to me. It was always as long as I had a child, that was fun. But a girl or boy never mattered to me. Chemical Guys clean slate is garbage, completely waste of money. Don't know, man. Personal use, sorry. Oh man, you're holding back. Tom, you're going and liking all these girls on Instagram and on Twitch and everything, but you don't want to share your girl. That's just rude, man. You gotta share your girl too, man. You want to get all these pictures, but you're not willing to share. Come on, Tom. Hook us up with some pictures, Tom. Jeez, all 50 million of us on them. You know what I mean? Want to see that? Well, nope. All right, let's see if Jacob Moon actually followed me on Instagram. Hold on. I'm guessing, are you the Stig, Jacob Moon? Are you the Stig? Stig5223? If you are, cool. Thanks for all the thumbs up, buddy. Should have his wife. Dude, my wife would never go out there and do that stuff. So my wife is the type of person that she's not like feminist by any means, you know what I mean? Like girl power and everything, all that kind of stuff. But she's like, I don't have to do that. I have my own job. I worked hard in college. I went to med school. I don't need to be a whore in order to get views or get all this money and stuff. I make my own damn money. She's that kind of person, you know what I mean? So like that would just set her off and trigger her if you do that. So Jacob Moon is the Stig 5223. So the Stig is following me. All right. You take all your own pics. Take them with phone, GoPro 5 session, car enthusiasts. All right. So you guys can now go follow. This is Jacob Moon's thing right here, guys. Go follow Jacob Moon. Honestly, if you don't have to wash your car in the direct sun, don't. I only do this because of the fact that I do it for the videos. And with a bright sun, it's going to give you the best results. Otherwise, I would say wash it in the evening or in the early morning. That's the best way. Other than that, what I do to battle the water spots with the hot sun here is I constantly keep the car watered down, like constantly. I'll maybe wash 2 panels and then I water the entire car down again. When I rinse the soap off, I rinse the entire car down again. Then I do 1 or 2 more sections and I rinse the entire car down again. I keep the car wet until it's ready to be dried. I keep it wet. I do not let anything dry on the car. And that's how I beat sunspots. I don't have them. I don't have the water spots because of it. Man, those companies using your pictures, they must be busy. I don't know. I mean, like I said, on Instagram, most people just repost stuff, and that's what happens. You know, they just repost your stuff, and that's no big deal. I don't have a problem with that at all because, you know, it kind of gets, as long as they repost it and it has my original thing, then, you know, it helps me on the end. And very dangerous to get rid of watermarks on boats. You probably want to try either like a polish or something to get rid of the water spots. I'm sure they have a lot of polishes for boats specifically, but then again, I haven't used them. But probably any polish is about the same. Like a Meguiar's Ultimate Polish, something will probably get rid of it. Those water spots. Hey, get up. You ain't going to sleep yet. No, we're partying all night long. Yeah, we are. We're partying all night long. What's your favorite wax to use? I actually more of into the sealants now, Carlos, because sealants are easier to apply. They last far longer. Like we're talking 10, 11 months they'll last before they start fading. They're easier to remove. It's just all in one better. Yes, they're more expensive, about $30, $34 a pop, but you use so little of it, you could do so many vehicles with a sealant. Because all you need is a very, very thin layer of it when it's applied. It's just so much better all around. I highly recommend a sealant. If I had to buy one right now, it would probably be like a Camaro or maybe a Dodge Challenger. It wouldn't be a Mustang, and I'm not a big fan of Mustangs. Yeah, I guess I just don't care that much, Dalton. I only just post up things when I want to. I'm not trying to be Instagram famous. I mostly use it for a personal / YouTube audience. That's about all I use it for. I'm not here to try and be an Instagram model or anything like that, or Instagram hoe. I'm not that type of person. It just, to me, that kind of stuff doesn't matter to me. Oh, offend some people. Offend some people. Who's here triggered? Who's here triggered? Oh, it's on Instagram. Oh, it's on Instagram. Somebody's going to be triggered out there. I can already see it. They're like, let me get my man bun. Let me get my man bun together, my tight jeans. You don't like man buns? You don't like skinny jeans? You don't want to drive a Subaru? You know? No? You don't want to have a bunch of like whole grain wheats and stuff like that? You do? Oh, I thought so. Okay, then. It's pretty funny. The first thing that was on Instagram. For all the expected mothers. Who's an expected mother right now? What's your favorite from 2010? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Stoner Car Care Sealant is Amazon. Oh, dude, Stoner Car Care Sealant is amazing. The visible sealant, oh, dude, I had that in my wife's minivan. It is easy to apply, easy to remove, and lasts a very long time. This wax sealant from Sudsbox, don't know if you ever heard. I've heard of the company, but I don't follow them. Any suggestions for a clear conditioner for Wrangler soft top? Let's see. I know 303 Products makes a lot of stuff for that kind of stuff. So 303 Products, they make a lot of protectants and cleaners. I would highly recommend looking into them because they actually have something specifically made for vinyl rag tops for convertibles. I would highly recommend looking at them. I don't know the name of it. I saw them test it. There's nothing left. It's all gone, buddy. It's all gone. It's all gone. I saw them test it on their rental car. Dude, it repelled water like it was wax. There's nothing left. It's all gone. It's all gone, Nathan. I'm sorry. You ate it all. Yeah, Lambert, I would definitely look at 303 Products. They have something that's specifically made for cleaning and protecting convertible tops. It's really, really good. They make amazing protectant products, let me tell you. Tree sap, easy to get off with Stoner Car Care. If you saw the Terminator review, it gets rid of tar, bugs, and sap. Let me tell you, it was so easy to remove it, guys. Get yourself a bottle. It comes in a yellow top can. You can get it at like Advanced Auto Parts, or I got mine at AutoZone. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. Get Terminator from Stoner Car Care. It'll take that sap off like that. Easy. What's your thoughts on Optimum Norris? I haven't used it before, Brock, so I have no comment on it. You know what I mean? No, anytime, Lambert. No, trust me, Lambert, they make some of the best protectants I've ever seen. Like, their fabric protectant is amazing. It repels everything. I use it on his stroller. I use it on my motorcycle jackets. I use it on my shoes. Everything. It completely repels water, and it doesn't let any water in. It's great. Nathan, there's no popcorn left. It's all gone. It's all gone. Look, it's all gone. There's nothing left. I'm sorry. It's all gone. Walmart has to. Yeah, but he's talking about for his top. So they actually, so 303 Products makes a cleaner and protectant for actual convertible tops, rag tops, whatever you want. They actually make something specific for it. Let me tell you, that company is stellar, absolutely stellar products. Every one of their products that I've tried have been very good. Their first year spray wax wasn't so hot. They came out with a new product. It's way better. I mean, instantly like that, they fixed it and made it better. Their car wash wasn't that hot. It was like a B-rated car wash because it has like a wax in it or whatever. Hey, rage. I want to see you rage. Rage. Rage on Facebook, on YouTube. I'm sorry. Rage. Tell them I'm not playing with you right now. I'm not playing cards with you right now. Ugh. What's wrong? What's wrong? You can't stay up? Can't handle the tickle? Get up. Get up. What's your favorite car products under 30? There's tons of them. Almost most car products today are under $30. Yes, Lambert, I'm telling you, just go check them out. They make some really good stuff. I think they have Accord 79. If they have is the code, you get like 15% off through them. But they're really good. Honestly, you just probably buy their stuff through Amazon. It'll be just as easy. Got it now. It's mine. This is one of the cars I bought him yesterday. A Porsche Spider. So he likes it a lot. Let's see. Porsche 918 Spider. So he likes it a lot. He always gives, but he always, when we play cars, he always gives me this one. He likes to keep the McLaren. The white McLaren's over there. He always keeps the McLaren. It's mine. It's mine. You don't want it. It's mine. 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 There you go. Wax versus coatings options. Okay, wax is good for like the average Joe. Coatings, like if you want to go to sealant, sealant's going to last you far longer. It's far easier to apply. Problem is the price. The price is more expensive. If you were the highest thing out there right now is going to be like your ceramic coating. That stuff is to die for, but it costs more, which is fine as long as it lasts as long as you get it for. But two is a lot more prep work in it. You have to make sure there is not a single scratch or swirl in there that you can possibly remove. Everything has to be in the best possible shape you possibly can before you apply it. Because once you apply ceramic coating to a car, that shit is locked in there for a year, 2 years, 3 years before you'll ever be able to get it off again. It's nuts. It is definitely the best way to go. It repels water like you've never seen. It repels dirt and water. It's the prep work that takes a long time and the cost. Like the UK 3.0 ceramic coating I bought was like $85. Okay. A paint sealant is like $34, $35. A wax is like $10 to $20. So you get different protection levels from there. Wax might be 3-4 months, sealant 10 months to a year. Ceramic coating, anything, there's different levels. You can get 1 year, 2 year, 5 year ceramic coating. So you guys see what I'm saying? So it all depends. It's going to come down to your wallet and how much work you want to put into it. Yeah, we got to find him one, I guess. What do you want? You need a diaper? All right. He's starting to need a diaper now, guys. Whoa. I might have to take a couple-minute break here and go give him a diaper. He's already starting to point to his butt. That means he knows he needs a diaper. So I'm going to go get him a diaper. If you guys will wait here for 2 or 3 minutes, I'll come right back. But I think we're starting to get a little bit slower towards it. So let me change his diaper. Tell anybody who comes in, I'll be right back. There. All right, be right back, guys. Come on, let's go change your diaper. Let's go change your diaper. Come on, we're going to change your diaper. Come on, let's go to your room. We got to change your diaper. Come on. Come on, Nathan. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Had to take care of some family business there. Favorite sealant? I like the Stoner Visible Shine sealant. It's a good price there. The Masterson Shield sealant did good. Jet Seal did really good on my car. Any one of those three. Let's see if I can find out how much Amazon sells them. What's it called? Visible Shine. Stoner Car Care is. See if we can find it. There it is, $19.99. That's a good deal right here. Really, really good deal. Here, let me see if I can give it to you guys. I'm going to stick it right here in the comment section for you guys. Seriously, though, right there, that is a very good sealant. That's a very good price for that sealant as well. $19.99. That was on my white Prelude, which sits outside for about 10 months before it really started fading off. 10 months. And $19.99, that is a great deal. I highly recommend getting that stuff. And that's on Amazon right there. That's a great price. Last week, live session. I understand, Kevin. No problem at all, boss. Was just chilling out here, man. Favorite tested leather moisturizer for vintage cars. Ooh, Dean, I don't know. I like a few, so I like Mother's VLR because it cleans everything. The new Meguiar's Ultimate leather is actually really good. I think it's leather balm or whatever. That stuff's really good. Masterson's leather cleaner and leather conditioner is very good as well. They're two different products, but really good. Favorite scratch remover, just any type of polish. A polish will get rid of most of the scratches. Yeah, Tony, you don't have any problem with that. That sealant will last you very good. It's easy to apply, easy to remove. If your vehicle is white, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but you can get over it. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you that just use a light amount, a little bit amount. Sealant does not use a lot. And damn, that stuff's good. Easy to remove. It'll last you for a long time. $19.99, dude, that's a deal. When most waxes are, $10, $15 for a regular wax. Have I tried Meguiar Splash Touch? Yes, but all it is just a polish. That's all it really is. I clean them once in a great while. I don't clean the interior of my car near as much as I clean the exterior of my car. Because the exterior is what everybody sees. The interior, not so much. Kind of like up here with my son. He goes bonkers up here and tears everything up. Where like the outside of the house, we got to keep it mowed and all that stuff. It's a different world. That's the way I see it. Surge is pretty good. If you like citrus type flavored stuff, it's actually pretty good. Highly recommended. I'd say give it a try. It's going to be, like I said, an orange lime type flavor to it, but still pretty good. Lots of caffeine, a lot of caffeine in it. Been looking for an alternative to Barrett Jackson's tire spine. Honestly, the creams that come in the bottles like this, they'll be creams. It'll come in a bottle like that. They last you by far the longest. Your Masterson's Trim and Tire Shine, Chemical Guys VRP, or Adams Tire Shine. They'll be like a cream. It won't be liquid. It'll be just like the cream base to it. Obviously, it is liquid, but you get the idea. It's not going to be like a gel, and it's not going to be a spray aerosol can. That stuff usually lasts me the longest. It'll give a nice medium shine to it. Not a high shine, but a nice medium shine. Yeah, the Barrett Jackson's been canceled. That's usually what happens. These companies pop on the scene and they pop off the scene. It's just a quick buck. That's the kind of way I thought about Jay Leno's products. I've heard rumors that there's another company that actually makes Jay Leno's products, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about Fight Club, and that's what I heard. What they do is this other company came to Jay and said, "Hey, Jay, let's make a line of products, and we'll call it Jay Leno's whatever company. We'll make it for you, and you put your name on it. We get half, you get the other half, kind of thing, So we push and move more products, and you get the other products moved. You see how easy that is? And let's say, hypothetically, hypothetically, Turtle Wax made it. I know they don't make Turtle Wax, doesn't make their stuff. But let's say Turtle Wax made it. Well, who is the lab? I know Turtle Wax has its own lab, so I know it's kind of really stupid question. But many of these companies pay an outside laboratory to design it to it. So now let's just say it's made, Jay Leno's products are made by this company. Yet in reality, they work directly with a different company. So it's kind of weird, I don't know. Yeah, VRP, love that stuff. You're looking for a spray. Got to give Masters tire spray. his spray is a water based, so it's not going to last very long. I will tell you that right now. Any rain is just going to go, and it's all going to be gone. It will not last. But that's the typical water based products. They will not last near as long. So just go in under knowing that, and they'll all not going to last that long, especially in the rainy season here in Florida. It'll be gone the same day you put it on there, especially if it rains. Yeah, I like Jay Leno's Garage. I watch a lot of his shows. Not all of the cars, but a lot of the ones that catch my interest I'll watch. Do you ever clean the undercarriage of the cars? Not really, not too much. I don't really have the issues like up north. They have the rust, and they got to get all the salt and stuff out. I don't have that problem here, so I don't really worry about it. As a matter of fact, when I took my GTR in for its oil change at 30,000 miles, I took it to the GTR specialist company. They build GTRs and build all the engines up for them. And they lifted it up on the garage. They said, "You bought shoes?" And I said, "Yeah." They're like, "Where did it come from?" I said, "From what Carfax shows, it came from Michigan." So, and they were like, "Dude," they're like, "There is not a speck of rust. Whoever had this car, it just sat in the garage the entire time, and it was never driven during the winter." They said there's not a speck of rust. They said, "We even see some cars here from Florida that have that have a little bit of corrosion underneath the cars. Your car came from Michigan, and there's not a lick of corrosion. Whoever had your GTR literally just kept it in the garage all winter, never used it until it was completely dry again." So that's good to hear that, people like, let's face it, people who can afford a $100,000 car usually have 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. So they can afford to put it in the garage, leave it up on jack stands, and just let it sit there. And that's what a lot of people do. I mean, if I was in a winter environment, I sure shit wouldn't drive it either. It would be up on jack stands all winter. I'd put it up on jack stands, put a nice cover king on it, let it sit there with a cover on it all winter until it was completely cleared out and dried again, and then I'd bring the GTR back out. Ordered. Man, that was quick, Tony. I'm telling you, that stuff, though, you won't have any problems. Easy to apply, easy to remove. Let it sit there for, I think it's 20 minutes, and then you remove it. It says it on the back of the bottle. It's real easy to apply, and it will last you for months and months and months and months. And because they're a smaller company, not as many people know about Stoner Car Care. They know about a lot of the other products that they make, but they don't know about all the products. So that's why these companies come to me and said, "Hey, Chad, will you try it on our stuff?" Sure, I'll try it out. I don't care. Our house cost over $300,000. It was $300 and something thousand when we bought it in 2012. So we've had it now, what, 6 years? Yeah, 6 years. Let's see. We got the papers. We saw the house in August 2012. We did the paperwork in September 2012, and then we moved in October 2012. And that's how it went down, because we had to wait for all the paperwork to clear. And yeah, we moved in here in October 2012. So that's the way it went down. Now we're looking possibly to move to Winter Garden and build a new house, just all brand new out in the woods, or to buy a used home in Windermere. But Windermere is a lot more money than Kissimmee is for sure. So, but it's just the cost of moving to a nicer side of town. Kissimmee's kind of like, not so nice. Or it used to be nice, but now it's not so nice anymore. Oh, well. Dan, we've been on for almost 3 hours, guys. 3 hours, doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I gotta be honest with you guys. I've got a bit of a headache here, so I am a little bit tired. But if you guys want to ask me any more questions, feel free to. I'm glad to help you guys out anytime I can. I love hanging out with you guys again, but I do have a pretty bad headache right now. It's like building up big time on my head, and I am tired. So I don't know how much longer I'll be on. So if you guys want to ask me any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Little Shine. I think Meguiar's has a decent interior cleaner. I think Meguiar's ultimate interior detailer doesn't give you a lot of shine at all. It's a good one for you. 303 Products has a really good one. Their Ultimate Protectant, really damn good. It's meant to completely block the sun, UV rays, and everything. It's really good. I use it in all the seals around my car's doors, everything. Every time I use their stuff. I think Chemical Guy's new interior product doesn't give you any shine at all if you want to try them. But I don't know. Let's see if I can find. I'll look up this one. 303 Interior Detailer. See if I can find it. It's, Quick Car Detailer. High-gloss car detailer. I don't know if this is the one I really want though. This one says high gloss, but I don't remember it saying high gloss. So bear with me, guys. I'm on Instagram right now. This is Oh, that's speed detailer. No, I don't want speed detailer. I want interior cleaner. What the hell is the interior cleaner? Damn it. Hold on. We're going to find this. We're going to find this. Yeah. Here you go. It's this right here. Okay. This will give you a low shine, but it'll be really, really good. I've used this many times before. Here. There you go. Right there. That's what I'm talking about. So that's really, really, really good. Protecting. It'll really, especially for here in Florida and stuff with the hot sun and stuff like that, it'll beat it up. But it won't give you a high shine. It won't give. I don't think it gives you really any shine, but it's a very, very good product. Yes, as a matter of fact, Daniel, 3D actually contacted me privately, and they asked me, will I be willing to try one of their brand new products that's coming out? So I said, of course, yes, I'll do it for you. And so they asked me, they confirmed it with me last Thursday, asked for my my address, and I went ahead and gave it to them. So we'll be getting in a brand new products from 303 that's our 3D car care that's in testing right now, or it's a new product going to be out on shelves here soon. So they said, would you try it for us? We'd love to hear your review. So I said, sure, why not? And so they're sending it to me right now. So I should have it sometime this coming week. We'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely 3D. Go to bed or get budget ready. No, it's just, for a while though, I wear contacts, and I've been up a long time today, and I don't know, it's just the way it goes. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm getting tired. I can tell. And I figure, but I want to hang out with you guys so much. I get to see you guys once a week. It's like hanging out with you guys, going to the bar. Let's say we're all at the bar and we're all just hanging out on the tables and we're drinking some beers. That's the way I see this. It's like the things you look forward to. Again, I make this YouTube video for fun. I do it for fun and I enjoy it. So thankfully, it's nice getting to spend time with my subscribers. That means a lot to me. And that's why I'm so happy that we're about to hit 25,000 subscribers. Probably the next couple weeks. Next week, I'll probably hit 25,000. I'm going to do a really big giveaway, like maybe like $100 gift card to AutoGeek. I'm going to do something really nice for you guys. So whoever wins it will be treated very good, and they can do whatever the hell they want with the stuff. I just want to take care of you guys because you guys have taken care of me so long through YouTube. And my channel just keeps growing and growing and growing. And I'm like, just thankful for everything you guys have done for me. It's really nice. Do I have a dash camera? Yes, I do. I have a VicoVation Opia 2 that's in my GTR. I plan on moving that over to the Prelude and getting a 4K dash cam from from Blackview. Blackview has the new, is it a 900? Or I don't know. Anyways, it's a 4K dash camera. It's the first 4K, and I'm going to put that over into my GTR. So I have front and rear protection on my GTR, and then put the other one that I have in there now, which is a 2K Blu-ray. Or I'm sorry, 2K dash cam. That's going to be my Blue Prelude. Yes, I clean my wipers every single time. Every time I clean my wiper blades because, I want them as clean as I can. You get all the dirt trapped in there, just whatever trapped in there. It streaks really bad every time you turn the windshield wipers on, especially here with the heavy rain in the summer that we get every year. You got to keep them clean. Yeah, HDSP is really good for sure, man. Would you erase everything? I would say 99% of the cars on the road today can't beat the GTR. You have 1% of cars that can beat the GTR. It's really hard to wrap your heads around it. Unless you have just ridiculous amounts of money modded into your car, there's just not many cars on the road. 99% of the cars on the road today aren't going to beat the GTR. You will have that random 1% of exotic cars that can, but then again, you're spending hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. So how often do you see those cars on the road? It's very rare. So to me, I don't. Everybody keeps asking, like, when are you going to mod the GTR more? And I'm like, dude, it has so much horsepower already. I just put my foot down and I'm like, gone, and it's just, what else should you do to it? It's almost that point, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I got 10 more horsepower. And it's like, whoa, you already have 545. Why do I need 10 more horsepower? It's already leaving people in the dust. So it's really hard for me to want to spend more money. It already has an exhaust on it, so it's kind of hard. Can you use Meguiar's Ultimate Fast Finish? That I don't know. The only reason I would say I don't know about that is because I don't know how the heat would affect it. The heat from the brakes is what I mean. You know how your brakes heat up? I wonder if that would break it down or cause any issues. I would personally contact Meguiar's on that. I think that's a good idea, but I don't know, and I don't want to give you bad advice. You will never see me try and lie to you and bullshit you here on this channel. That's just not me. The whole thing got knocked. I just got rid of it, Ricky. If you know the video, it was hilarious, Ricky. That shit was hilarious, son. But yeah, the snowflakes came out of the woodwork on that, dude. I must have had 50, 70 comments on that video within like an hour. The people were out of control on it. I was like, holy shit, this is nuts, man. Just because I made a video asking who these people were, because I'm like, who the hell are these people? But it was nuts. It wasn't worth keeping getting spammed and then private messaged and then harassed. I was just like, screw these wackadoodles. I just deleted the video. It wasn't worth it. Are you a lawn yard guy? I always mow my own yards, but that's what I do. Yeah, it's St. Augustine grass here in Florida, where I live, anyways. There's cars that definitely beat the GTR, but they're either modded out of control or they're some really high end ones. You know what I mean? Some very high end exotics. Do you have a Honda mower? No, it's a Briggs and Stratton engine mower, something like that. Briggs and Stratton, which is good company. Oh my God, you have no idea, Ricky, dude. I'm not lying when I had probably 50 to 70 comments within an hour. The snowflakes, the drama queens, somebody even copied the video and re-uploaded it to one of the fan pages of that group. I was like, holy shit. And then I'll tell you what happened later, Ricky. I think one of the actual members commented on the video as well. I mean, these people were coming out of the woodwork. I've never seen anything like it, Ricky. And then to make things worse, later on that day, we went over to the Magic Kingdom, Disney World itself, Magic Kingdom. And we were walking to, I forgot where we were going, walking through one of the stores to get my wife the new Halloween ears or whatever. When we had walked to the store and we saw like these people like talking to this group of people, and I kind of looked over, and when I walked by, it was them. I was like, holy shit. So they went over to Disney, I guess, to perform at Disney World as well that night and sang a couple songs to them at Disney. And we literally walked right next to them, and there was like a group of 5, and all these girls were like taking pictures, and they're like 15, 12-year-old girls. And my wife started to laugh. She's like, them again. And I just started laughing. I was like, oh my God, and it's so funny because I figured, if in fact that one person was there, they actually commented, because I was like, dude, these kids look nothing more like 14, 15-year-old kids, like a little boy band. And I guess, the rage from these little snowflakes and these, white knighting girls, like, I will save them. They're 20 and 21. I mean, dude. And one of them wrote, I guess one of the people wrote and said, I'll have you know, I'm 20 years old, kid. And I'm like, who the fuck says kid? Whenever you say kid, you're like a 12-year-old. Any comment, I'm like, holy crap, who says that? But it was pretty nuts, Ricky. So that's why I was just like, it's not worth the drama. And I just deleted it off my Instagram. I was like, this is just plain stupidity. It really is. It was what was their name again, Ricky? IRL? Was it IRL? I don't know. They were like 5 or 6 young guys. They looked like they were no more than about 14 or 15. Apparently, though, one of them is like 20 years old, or 2 of them are 20, and I don't know, man. I have no idea, but they looked really young in person. And I was like, are they trying to be like the next Backstreet Boys or like NSYNC? That's the only thing I could think of. And I was like, I guess they don't flow as good as those other groups did, but I don't know. Again, I was just like, whatever with them, because that's all I could think of was like they're a wannabe group like them, but apparently there's somebody. I've never heard of them on the radio. So but then again, I don't watch TV. I don't watch reality TV, so I don't know how, but that's what somebody told me. They were a reality TV show series boy band group that was started. So, and of course it was an ABC channel. And then Disney owns ABC, so that's why Disney's like, get your asses up on stage and make us some damn money, that kind of thing. So it was interesting. Only thing I put on my car, mine has Michelin Pilot Sports, which are really good wheels, tires. What's a good cleaner you recommend for clear coated aluminum wheels? Honestly, Meguiar's makes a good thing for just aluminum wheels. You want to try it, check it out. I think it comes in a pink bottle. That'll be safe for it. You gotta check out. I don't know. I love like Eagle One A to Z, but I'm wondering if it might be too powerful for you. But I know for a fact Meguiar's makes an all aluminum one. Maybe it's in the blue bottle that Meguiar's makes, and that I know is going to be safe. But if you are really worried about some of your stuff, then you want to test it in certain spots. just a small spot before you test it on their entire wheel. See if it has any adverse reaction to it. You know, you don't ever want to screw anything else. I don't know who Tommy is. No idea. No, I won't wrap the GTR. I like the red. I know, Cody. From what I understand, Cody, they are, how do I want to say it? You know, one of those reality shows that makes like a boy band and they put a boy band together? I think that's all they are. They were just a boy band that is trying to be like the next NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. But I think that era has kind of come and gone, and they just don't last. And any one of those reality TV series, pop groups, they never last. They only last like a couple months to a year before they completely fall apart because they weren't a group beforehand. It's not like they were a group and they finally got noticed. They were picked and chose and slapped together. So it's really different. So I don't see them lasting. Again, I had never heard of this group before. I had no idea. That's why I was making a video about. I'm like, who are these kids? You know, it was up there, and oh man, oh my God, it was crazy, crazy. Oh, Anytime B. Pearson. Never heard of them. Exactly. I'd never heard about Midnight. I was like, who are these people? I was like, they look like little teeny bopper kids. And I commented there was nothing but like little 12-year-old girls up there screaming on stage for them. And it was so funny. I'm like, who are these people? And I was laughing. And I'm, oh, dude, you want to set off a bunch of teenage little girls? Just go off on the little boy band. Holy shit. That's all it took. And it was nuts. No, the wife's never driven the GTR. Would you change the color of your calipers? No, I'm going to leave everything stock the way it is. I like the way things are right now. I really like the GTR the way it is. Like where the 370Z, I didn't mind changing some stuff up, but not on the GTR is just, I don't know, it's big league, you know. I don't want to rice it out with just some stupid stuff. That's the way I see it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they weren't in harmony, and they didn't really flow like, you know, like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, whatever, all those boy bands from the 90s and 2000. They didn't really flow, and they didn't sync. They were just kind of like, meh, you know, that's the way it is. But again, I don't watch boy bands, so I don't know, man. I mean, whatever. It's, I guess, to each their own, right? You know what I mean? But don't make a video about it and post it on Instagram. Holy shit. That's all I'll tell you now. I can tell you, are buying anything apart from these Labor Day sales? No, I haven't bought anything because I've got so much stuff. Yeah, I always drink sodas and stuff like that, so I'd say daily. Who's up at this time? All of us are up at this time. That's what we do, guys. That's what we do. Now I really want to find out who those kids are. Like now I want to do some deep research here. IRL group. Is that who I would want to say? I don't know who these people are. No, that's coming up with a British company. In real life boy band. Okay, let's look these people up. Their origin is Los Angeles, California. I have no idea. Here, it's these people. Let's see. Yeah, it's these people. Okay. I'll just show you who these people are. I had never heard of them. You know, I listen to music every day. I love music. I have Pandora playing, or I'll be on Sirius Satellite while I'm driving to work and whatever. But this is the group. I'd never even heard of them, and I never heard of one of their songs. And I always have the radio on with Sirius XM, or I have Pandora on. I've never heard of this group in my life. So it's like, who are these people? But those were the group. If you've ever heard of them, I don't know. You guys can holler at me again. I don't know. I just think there's another boy band. That's all I know. Never. Cody apparently knows. Cody definitely knows all these people. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the Tomei exhaust? I don't know, because I don't really. I see a lot of people with the 370Z for them, and they sound really loud and nice. But you know, when I had my Fast and Sensitive exhaust on there with the test pipes on there, let me tell you, it was loud. The drone would drive me nuts after a while. The drone in my ears would be like, I'm getting a headache from just being in this car. Let me get above 80 miles an hour. It was so bad. Between 70 and 80 miles an hour, the drone was awful. I'm just like, Jesus, stop it now. It's killing me. I created my own channel. It has a bunch of music that I like, and then, you know, it just keeps suggesting stuff. So you'll have stuff from rap to 90s rap to like some pop songs, A lot of 80s music is on there. Some techno type songs, dance songs will be on there. That kind of stuff. So it's a mixture of everything. You know what I mean? No, I don't go. I've only been to like the Central Florida GTR Club meets at the Ace Cafe in downtown Orlando a few times. That's about it. Brand sound system. GTR has a Bose sound system in it. Stock from the factory. It's Bose. Boy bands need to go and fail success. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, what was that one? Was it the Fifth Harmony? One of those other reality show TV groups. The head girl straight up left, and like the other one basically just all fell apart. So what always happens. That's what I'm saying. They usually last 6 months to a year and they're gone. So again, I didn't know. I just thought it was a bunch of just drama. I was like, geez Louise, these people, these kids coming out of the woodwork. Because I made a video about these people. Oh my God, are you serious? I mean, I was just like, Jesus, this is nuts. But it was really funny that after it all went down and I finally erased the video after like 4 hours of being up and the drama queens going nuts about it. Just I was getting private messages about how bad I was. And I was like, oh my God, holy shit. Like, you're a grown-ass man. You don't need to be making fun of these little kids. You're what's wrong with this world and all that. I'm like, holy fuck, people. I mean, I was like, geez, these are just damn snowflakes nowadays. It was pretty interesting, some of the comments I got. Let's put it that way. I was laughing. What channel you listen to on SiriusXM? Again, I created my own channel. Yeah, I have all JL audio in my blue car. I run all JL audio in the Prelude, and then of course that was all aftermarket. And then with the GTR, it came with a Bose stereo system. But then again, if you spend $100,000, you better damn well have a Bose stereo system in it. So it sounds pretty good. You know what I mean? I could always use. I like a little bit of beep, and I like a little bit of thump in my trunk, but that's about it. Yes. Hold on, I want to trigger some of you guys. Nope. Now I'm not. Now I'm gonna have to keep searching it. Now I'm gonna do this just for you guys, just to really set you guys off. It'll be fun. See if we can set off a few people. Oh my God. Where in the heck is that? Dude, there's so much. My Instagram is like just constantly spinning. I'm like, where are all these people? Oh, geez Louise, people. Where is that? Oh, heck with it. Here we go. See this, guys? I know some people are like, unsubscribe now. Oh my God. No, Nathan's downstairs. He's watching Puppy Dog Pals on Disney Junior. So he's watching Puppy Dog Pals. It's pretty funny. He only spent $21,000 at the Bose. Yeah, I know. I probably triggered like a couple of people in here. They're like, no, I'm gonna unsubscribe now. Literally, I've actually had people tell me that I don't know what it was during the election. I don't preach to anybody about any politics. I just don't care. I stay out of all that stuff. But I guess something was in my garage, and it was when I bought the GTR. You could see the sign in the back. And that GTR video, like when I bought it, has like 100-something thousand views or more. And I actually had people, that's it, I'm unsubscribing right now. See you later. And I'm like, just like, who the fuck unsubscribes because somebody sees something in the background? I'm like, oh my God. And that's just, I think it's so, that's the way of the world. It's like snowflake generation. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. Never once have I said anything. And yet they see it, they saw it in the background of the video, just sitting in the back against the wall, one of the signs. The yard signs, and it was just in the garage, and people were like, that's it, I'm unsubscribing now. And I'm like, see ya. I'm like, Jesus Christ, snowflakes. Holy hell, it's just nuts with these kids today. People can't handle anything. Everybody needs to be catered to, and if it's not a safe space and it's not everything that they want to hear, then it's just wrong. And I'm like, dude, there's a lot of things in my life that I don't want to hear, but you just got to suck it up. You just kind of go on about life. You know what I mean? Dalton, honestly, I haven't driven the car since I've applied it. I gotta be lazy with you here, but I haven't driven it because it's rained so much. But the paint still feels really slick to the touch. But then again, I haven't driven it. Literally, I put it back in the garage before we went up to Illinois, and it's still sitting in the garage. I haven't moved the GTR in 3 weeks. It's just sitting there. It's pretty funny. Oh, I love the comments. I love the drama comments you get from all this stuff, you know, and that's where it gets back to when I posted that video on Instagram and people were just like having meltdowns, and I'm like, holy shit, not everybody's gonna like your group. I was just saying, who are these kids? They look like a bunch of 15 and 14-year-old kids danced up on stage. I'm like, and why are these little 12-year-old girls screaming for them? And I mean, I was just like, dude, today's world, man, people can't handle stuff. You either, you know, just deal with it, you know. I mean, that's what happened, you know. It's the way the world's gone, man. It's changing. I don't like the way it's changing, but there's nothing I can really do about it. You know what I mean? Well, remember the Prelude already has 3D HD speed, and then I came back with on the Prelude with the Masterson Shield sealant, so it has a lot of protection on it. You know what I mean? Dude, Cody, your stuff's getting like blocked. It's so funny. Like some of the stuff you say, Cody, gets blocked. It's really funny. You'll like see it and it's like blocked, unblocked, you know, and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. Excuse me. Hold on, guys. I've got to learn about whatchamacallit. I've never heard about these people, but I guess September 9th, and this weekend we can go to College Park, Maryland, at the Milk Boy, and we can watch them. Or the September 10th, we can go to New York City at the Gramercy Theater. So you know, we can have some fun. What do you guys think? Oh, they're coming here to Orlando, October 10th, at the Social. I live in Orlando. I've never heard of the Social before in my life. Ever heard of the Social? Is that bad? Because I have no idea who these people are. Never heard of the Social. I guess I'm too much of a loser. Oh, well. No, every summer in Florida, it's very tropical here in Florida, as you know. Every summer, the heat just builds up, and then the afternoon it turns into a complete thunderstorm every single afternoon here in Florida. It's just the ditches are full of water, but it's just the way it goes. Hence why you get the hurricane season and all that. All the stuff builds up, and then boom, before you know it, a hurricane forms. But then, you know, it's just typical. It's no big deal, though. Yeah, my son with the car, yeah. The Social is the ice cream shop. Now I need to look it up. Now I need to look up what the Social is. The Social Orlando. What is it? It's an indie club, features eclectic bands and a busy bar in an intimate brick-walled space. So it's a little tiny hole in the wall on Orange Avenue downtown. So it's right downtown Orlando. It's a little hole in the wall bar. So that's where they're going to be at. It's one of those little tiny little bars, you know, with a little stage. That's where they're going to be at. Sorry. Itchy nose. It's monsoon season. Here in California, we're bone dry. Well, you can come and get some of this rain anytime you want it, brother. I'm telling you, some of the ditches are like this deep in water. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Now you guys got me wanting to look up the Weather Channel, though. Oh. This way I can see. Oh, the hurricane is, or whatever, it's a tropical storm. It's south of Florida. It's just going to go across the Keys as a heavy rainstorm and then go into Louisiana. We don't care about Louisiana, though. Louisiana is like, whatever. But that's all it looks like. It's just a tropical storm. I was wondering, I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Again, I guess it doesn't really bother us. And a tropical storm for us is like, you know, it's like no big deal. It's just a heavy rainstorm. No big deal. No big deal at all. Yep.
We now have potential tropical cyclone 7. This is a former Invest 91.
Are you serious? It's 30 miles an hour. People are asking me about a 30-mile-an-hour storm. Are you guys serious? Dude, wow. That's crazy. 30 miles. Opinion on Florida in the rain. Just every single summer, man. This is the way it goes here, man. Yep. It used to be only 70 miles an hour, and then they raised it up. It's 4 miles an hour. Yeah, they raised it up. Are you allowed to bring a power strip on a cruise? Yeah, you are. I bring them all the time, Ricky. We go on another cruise here in March. Just get one of the the little cheap power strips, and that has a little a toggle on and off, and that's all you have to do. And nobody bothers you about it. I've only ever been hit one time with one of my steamers that we use, but we carry 2 steamers with us everywhere we go. So she has a steamer in her bag, and I have a steamer in my bag. My steamer got flagged and was confiscated for the whole week. Hers was never caught. It's the dumbest thing in the world. And then you go into some of these Facebook groups about cruising, and they'll all just rip on you if you talk about stuff like that, or they'll rip on you about bringing a power strip. What do you want? What do you want? Oh! What? You want these guns? You want these guns? Are you a snowflake? You're not a snowflake? Well, that's good. No. He's trying to turn me around in the chair. That's what he's doing right now. He's turning me around. Have you ever visited Virginia? Yeah, I've driven through Virginia once. It's been like a long time ago, like 12, 13 years ago. Maybe, no, probably more than that now. Probably like 15 years ago. It's been a while. Yeah, I just have a Logitech camera. It's a 720p. Snowflake. It means you're triggered easily, Cody. Everything offends you, Cody. You're offended by everything. And as soon as the heat comes on, you melt, Cody. So you're a snowflake. Oh, my God. Trump offends me. Oh, the world is going to end now. You know, shit like that. It's just stupid. You know, they can't just live with things the way they are. Well, why isn't college free, guys? Because somebody has to pay for it. Well, the government can pay for it. Why can't the government pay for it? Oh, dirt. Where do you think the government gets its money from, jackasses? They just have lots of money. I'm no moron. Government gets its money from the taxpayers. You, me, and everybody else. Durr. Well, the government can pay for good college. Well, fine, then your taxes are about to go through the roof. No, not my taxes. Oh, yes, your taxes are going to go way up. Just, you know, there's a lot of stupid shit out there. That offends me. Oh, it's crazy. No, we will never let him become a snowflake. No way. Oh, yeah, bring it, Ricky T. The worst they can do is pull it, dude. I'm telling you, Ricky, this will be my 26th cruise here in a month. Dude, I will tell you anything you need to know about cruises. I've been on a lot of cruises. Get that gummy bear. Get that gummy bear. No, don't drop the gummy bear. Don't drop it. Here in California, that's all it's on the news now. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, green eggs and ham? Like weather? Have I ever got sick from a cruise? No. Carnival. Carnival is your best bang for the thing. Dude, there's luxury cruises I've never been on. They'll do everything for you. They would probably send you an Asian girl to take care of you, Cody, if you know what I mean. If you pay enough for some of these cruises, they'll do whatever you want. Let's put it that way. Can you hit golf balls off of the ships? No, they don't do that anymore because of snowflakes. The environment. They don't do that anymore. I heard some cruises, like really high-end cruises, do it, but the golf balls are made of like biodegradable like fish food or something like that. But you have to be on like the really high-end cruise lines in order to do that. So the golf balls are actually like straight up made of fish food or something like that. So when you hit them, it's no big deal. It just biodegrades in the water, just breaks down, and the fish can eat it. But I heard only like the really ridiculously high-end cruise ships do that. Worst brand to cruise with would be Costa, the Italian cruise line. Oh, yeah. You're in California. Go figure. He is proud of his gummy bears. Look at that. Gummy bears. Gummy bears. Well, yeah, he's 1/4 Asian. My wife is half Asian, so yeah, I guess I did. Carnival is a great way to start out with, where you're not going to blow a ton of money. You can figure out if you like cruises or not. It's not overly cheap. It's just you get what you pay for. You're not spending a ton, but you still get everything you need if you really need to. I mean, you can go drinking if you want there. There's still clubs at night. You know, everything is still pretty nice, so you don't have to worry about it. What are you doing? Oh, well. Wow. What are you slapping your own face for? Gummy car care products. I'm telling you, man. He loves gummy bears. Gummy bears. Gummy bears. Yeah, this will be his 6th cruise. He's done 3 Carnival cruises, 2 Norwegian cruises, and this will be his first Disney cruise. You want another one? No? Okay, you don't get any more. It depends, but the number of days is what charges you more. Like, you can get like a little 3-day cruise, 4-day cruise for like $150, $200, Cody. But if you want like a 7-day cruise, it'll be like $700 a person. That's what you kind of got to figure it out. Unless you want like a luxury room in there, like a big old like suite, like a private mini suite or all that kind of stuff that costs more. It's crazy. So like, I'll give you an idea. We have Ocean View for 7 nights on the Disney Magic, and it was $3,490 for all of us with taxes. And that's cheap. For Disney, $3,400 is dirt cheap. If it was going out of Florida for 7 days to the Caribbean, it would have probably been about $5,000 for all 3 of us. That's the difference. But we're going out of Quebec, Canada, so it's a little bit further, and most people won't do that. So we ended up paying, essentially we paid that much because we had to pay for 3 plane tickets because we had to fly up to Quebec, Canada, and then we're flying down back from Newark, New Jersey again, like the last time we went up there. Disney Cruise works the same, except everything's a lot fancier. A lot of things are included, like Cokes and everything are all included. All the extra stuff that you would normally have to pay. Everything is just much nicer. The rooms are far bigger than any other cruise line. They're so stinking big. It's ridiculous. Here, high five. Oh, high five you. Oh, high five you. Let's man bun you up some. Let's man bun you up. Let's be a little West Coast hippie. Oh, well. Anybody have any more questions you guys want to talk about? Otherwise, I'm probably going to go ahead and start wrapping this up so I can get my contacts out and go lay down. I'm getting pretty tired, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get ready to call it a night. But if you have any more questions you guys want to ask, feel free to question for me. I'll be glad to answer them for you guys, and we'll go from there. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to wash my wife's minivan and try that polygloss on there from whatchamacallit, Griot's Garage. But if you guys have any more questions, feel free to shoot them to me. If not, I'll probably see you guys next Sunday, and we'll do this all over again. You know what I mean, guys? So, oh, well. Oh, he's watching Puppy Dog Pals up there. No, he's not tired, but I'm tired. I'm hurting right now. So I'm about to dip, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I really do appreciate you guys always being here with me. It's always a lot of fun. We'll be doing some videos this week. We'll see what happens. I'll probably be introducing the Wax Shop products to you guys. They asked me about that if I had done it yet. I got to get around to it. What else do we got? We got a few other products I want to try out, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for it. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next Sunday, if nothing else. But make sure you watch all my videos. We're this close. We're this close to 25,000 subscribers. Share my videos. Let's get your friends involved. Let's get your friends that are in the cars watching these videos, because I'm going to do a really, really big giveaway. I promise you guys. We'll be doing a very expensive giveaway. So you'll have tons of products to try and buy with it. So there we go. Thanks again for being here. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys at the very next live stream. Take care. Love you guys.